Charlotte, now listen. Uh, I want Charlotte for her life to be broadcasted on this. Morning, everybody. Me there. Give me a second there. May I try find Charlotte stuff to put it up on the live. Okay, boom, I got it. Here. All right, so I'm gonna put this in the chat right now. Pinned at the bottom of the chat is Charlotte's law or Charlotte's link. Let me see. Pierce. Okay, boom. See it there. So Charlotte's link is in the chat. I'm gonna let it float around in the chat. I'm also gonna put it in the chat again and pin it at the top of the chat. So one will float around in the chat and one will be pinned at the top of the chat. Y'all remember Charlotte is going to go live today at midday. So for all of the people them who have their immigration questions, put your immigration questions together and go over there and see these two attorneys who are very well experienced and versed in immigration law. They are versed in other parts of law as well, but they are doing immigration law and immigration question and answer today. The link is in my chat right now, floating around, and it's also pinned at the top of the chat so it will not move. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to everybody tuning in this morning. Shout out to the people going out to work. Shout out to the people coming in from work. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards and the school teachers, law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Shout out to the barbers and the barber shops. Shout out to the AC techs. Shout out to the engineers, heavy equipment operators, construction workers. Shout out to the chefs in kitchens, secretaries in offices. Shout out to the stay-at-home moms and pops. Some of them stay home pops. I don't know about that. Shout out, shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. And on mornings like these and days like these, we say, it's the freaking weekend, baby! Ha ha! Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. You made it through another week. Here we are. We are here. We made it again and again and again. You have only forgive thanks for. You're not sick. Nobody's planning your funeral. Your family members are okay. The bills are paid, right? Even if you're broke and the bills them still paid, the bills are paid. You don't have to sleep out a door. You have it good. You need to give a little bit of thanks. I'll show a little bit of gratitude. You know what I mean? And that's how we're starting out our Friday morning. The weekend is here, friend. Shout out to everybody tuning in this morning. You're the finest. Big up yourself. Thank you for being the first one in this morning. I appreciate your presence greatly. Nans is in the building with us bright and early this morning. Nans, big up yourself. Thank you for being here as well. Yvonne Walford is in the building, but we can't say Yvonne because our name is not in green. Who else is here? Black Eagle, big up yourself. Thank you for being here this morning. Penals 123. Thank you for being here this morning. Miss Golda Robinson, big up yourself. I appreciate you greatly. Miss Diva, thank you for being here. Marilyn Grant, thank you for being here this morning. Marilyn Grant says, please remember to like the live. Hit the thumbs up button. We appreciate it greatly. And that's all the way from Great Britain in the UK. Shout out to our UK family. Carnival is around the corner. I wish I could be there. I know it's going to be super festive. And that is what Leela IK is headlining. Kickoff Carnival party for in the UK, in London. London biggest kickoff Carnival party. Anyway, Grace X Fire is in the building with us this morning. Good morning and thank you for being here. I appreciate your presence greatly. Audrey is in the building with us. Audrey says, morning fam and present teacher. Audrey also says, please hit the thumbs up button as you enter the live. And I will ask you one more time again to hit the thumbs up button as you enter this live. Please. King Biggs, in at the building. King Biggs, big up yourself. Nice to have you back, King Biggs. Mervyn Point, Jamaica Kerr is in the building with us this morning. Mervyn, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Wayne Nathan is in the building with us this morning. Thank you for being here, Wayne. Big up yourself. Michelle Taylor, RN/BSN. Put some respect on it. Is in the building this morning. Big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Senior Sexy is in the building with us this morning. Thank you for being here. Appreciate your presence. Thank you for being here. Karen Notice, we appreciate your presence as well. Also, Winston Gale, thank you for being here. We appreciate your presence as well. Elaine Brown, thank you for being here. Big up yourself. Farron, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Who else there? Well, we have to big up real quick. Errol is in the building with us this morning. Errol 876 is in the building. Thank you for being here. We appreciate your presence. If I never call your name this morning, then Andrew Skinner, Renegade Sound, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. It's because you got to the live late, all right? Like Dorothy T, thank you for being here, Dorothy T. Appreciate your presence this morning. And anybody else after that? Lovely Aneka and Donna Davis, you know, so I can't pass on and say good morning. So big up yourself, Donna. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you greatly. And lovely Aneka, my fellow content creator sister, is right there in the chat. If you don't follow her yet on social media, then you need to follow her and share the love. You know what I'm saying? Each one uplift the next one, and we keep all the love in the family like that. You're late, but you're there. All right? Big up yourself. All right. Let's get into our topics for this morning. I like this. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLo. You know, so your volume really so volume really low, petrol.
My volume low?
Volume really low because I'm not turn up. They coming out
What?
that loud.
You know what? I think somebody, I don't know if it's one of my kids that keep on coming out here and doing this, because every time somebody says my volume is low, the microphone is right here. And you see the dial on the microphone, if you look on the screen, the right there, so if it goes down the numbers, the light around the dial goes away with each volume. So how me sound now?
Yeah, you're going up, going up, going up. Turn it up more.
Well, it turned up to the max now, so.
Okay, you're up now.
You're up now.
All right.
Manners and respect, my brother, and thank you for not letting me go too far sounding low. All right. I appreciate that. So I never realized that the volume did low. Somebody I keep on turn down the volume because the dial actually has lights around it, like volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Every day I come in here, it get turned all the way back down to nothing, which is weird. It's weird, but all right, whatever. You know, I don't know how I do it in here, but somebody is obviously doing it. I can't understand why people start get older and try to live by themselves, because you know when you leave all your stuff in one place and nothing ever moves, it all stays exactly how you left it. Yeah. But when you have a bunch of people that move around in the same space as you can't be anybody that do it. So I don't know who to blame, and I look for nobody to blame neither. I'll just move right along. Thank you for putting me up to that. All right. This morning we have these things to talk about. We're gonna talk about Beenie Man. Yep. No, I didn't. I did say it's the freaking weekend. This morning we're going to talk about Beenie Man, and we're going to also talk about Beenie Man and his new album. I didn't even know Beenie Man dropped a new album, right? We're going to also talk about, let me see, a new phenomenon, more men seeking extra inches. You could guess what that's going to be about. Yeah, I already put you on to that. Charlotte is going to be live at midday today. Her link to her channel is pinned at the top of this chat, and it's also floating around in the chat. There's a new deal that just got cut between Jamaica and the United States of America joining military forces. I don't know if you know about that. I haven't read through this yet, but before I even read through this to you, I can probably tell you that things that I've talked to you about before are happening. All right. And then we're going to talk about the expensive flight prices out of Florida to Jamaica, the Florida to Jamaica connection. That route has suddenly become super expensive. Flow me in Michigan just in case them boys need something. Trini LB, big up yourself, thank you. I appreciate you greatly, yeah? All right. Them good though, man. Everything govern. But thank you. All right. So, where do you want to start? It's Friday. I'm going to let you start where you want to start. Do we start with Beenie Man or military or flight or inches? Beenie Man, military, flight, inches. Beenie Man, military, flight, inches. Me will tell you when to start. Beenie Man, military, flight, inches. Or you can put Beenie, military, flight, inches. I'm waiting for this one to change to 2. Soon as it changes to 2, it's a go. Beenie, military, flight, inches. Beenie, military, flight, inches. Those are go. And I will count how many are there. Inches, Lord forgive. Yo, lovely and they kind of easy, you know. All right. This is inches. Let me see what I see on the screen right now. Let me see inches, military. All right. Let me see inches, inches. Oh my God. All right. You don't have the confusion now. I can't even write them down. Flight, M. I want the M for. Military. Okay. All right. Inches. Easy, you know, inches, flight, inches, Beenie Man. Keep going, Kaito. Change to 2 soon. All right. Flight, Beenie, flight, military, Beenie, flight, military. Beenie, flight, military. I can't keep up. Beenie, flight, military, inches. Beenie, flight, military, inches. Beenie, military, flight, inches. It's literally Beenie, military, flight, inches. All right, and we're at 3. Stop. All right. The last one is Maryland Grant flight. All right. So the flight thing is not so exciting. Obviously, you saw a lot of inches on the screen and a lot of military on the screen as well. Nans take a shortcut end up with beer M. I'm assuming that was military. Right, Nans? May I assume that was military. Oh, no, can't stop now. We stop long time. We stop count. Once it changed to 3, we stop. All right, let me count these up real quick. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11 for Beenie. Jamaica, more inches. Inches get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 inches. Pause. Military gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And flight get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, they were all close though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Off we go with inches. Yes, lovely and naked. That's why I just said pause. Chill. Why not do with 15 inches though? Eh? You can't deal with 15 inches. 15 inches, we're talking fruits and vegetables here. Okay? It's Friday. I know that sometimes when we do these types of topic, I will try not to get too derogatory this morning because Friends from Lake has not been back over here since we since our last discussion of whatever that topic was that she was so turned off about. Friends from Lake apparently was very turned off. She hasn't been back to the channel since. Me noticed certain things, you know. I mean, also one time some people, they are them yard and not get none, or don't have nobody there to give them none. Them no want hear them kind of talk. You don't talk about no inches. And then when they start talking about inches, she starts saying, children are watching you, please clean up the content and all these other kind of things. I don't know if they thought that this was a children's show, but this is not a children's show. There are lots of children channels on on YouTube. We never say we are doing no children's show. All right, a big people, hardworking people. This is morning thoughts for people who are going off to work in the morning or who are coming home from work in the morning. Grown people. All right. So please don't be offended when we get into some of these topics. If you hear something you don't like, just shut your ears until later. We're going to another topic that is more soothing to your soul. All right. Just do a disclaimer before these types of topics. Lovely Aneka, I do the disclaimer, but the thing is, if I do a disclaimer, right, all you're gonna have to do anyways is leave because you don't want to hear it. So once it starts and I forget to do a disclaimer, just leave anyways, you know. Now make it known to everybody, say, I am displeased and this is not appropriate and you have to change this up. And please remember, children are watching you. And I want to tell the parents them something. Watch your children. Because that's where the problem is. Go watch your children and make sure your children, you know what your children are watching. Your child should not be sitting here listening to grown ass SouFlo and a grown audience talk about grown content. And I mean, some of the stuff we talk about, I mean, children need to hear them because my children hear them. And I don't think I went so far out of bounds that children of certain ages have not heard these things before. They're probably having these discussions among their peers anyways. You know what I'm saying? So some Johnny come lately parents, they choose to indulge later. I'll give you a joke real quick before we get started. Panda inches something here. Back in the day, I told you when I got out of the military, right? I went to go work at Walmart because I wanted to decompress. Now, mind you, I could have got out of the military and went into the police force because I had the training for that. I could have actually went to the SWAT team because that's exactly the type of stuff I did in the military. My mom was suggesting that I do that. And I said, no, I'm not come to no police because them terrorize local people. At least in the infantry, we terrorize people over foreign. But we can't terrorize local people and feel okay. Honestly, that's why I didn't do it. And my mom had a restaurant, very successful restaurant here in Florida. And I could have worked there too, but I never want to work under my mother and, you know, have these disagreements and whatever. So I actually needed to be in a place where I'm going to be in the public because based on things that I've done, my experience and whatever, I was shocked according to, as far as getting out in a crowd and these things. So me have to go retrain my mind and desensitize myself. So I chose Walmart to go get a little job and these kind of things. I could have tell you about one time where I didn't even know there was a mosque that was closed. Now I'm fresh out of the Middle East. Me used to hear prayer call every day, right? And usually after they did prayer call, they used to blow one of our vehicles up on the road or something. So I'm trying to change and decompress. I'm at Walmart and I hear prayer call and I start thinking it was in my head. So I start losing my shite in the middle of Walmart. Then I look to the front door of the store and seen a whole load of masked up. You know how them dress with the whole heap of mask up something and the full hijab and everything. I seen a bunch of them coming in the store. I'm freaking out now because I'm like, oh shit, Iraq followed me home. Kind of thing. They're here for me. I'm bugging out. Yo, I'm just giving them my experience. But anyway, while I was there, back to this inches something. A brethren we used to work there, we used to see like girls, high school is close by and the high school used to let out and college is close by too. So you have young people passing through. My Jamaican brethren who work at the Walmart now, he used to say, yo, brother, look on a girl there. And I say, brother, I look a picnic that. When I look on a little picnic, him say, look a picnic my blouse and skirt. The girl there take bigger wood than when me and you have. So I was like, nah, those are kids. Them look like kids to me. So me now look over there, so. Him say, all right, you will soon see. That soon start push around baby in a stroller and everything. And you know, so that youth was exactly correct. Because within that space of time, he said that. And about not a year later, most of them girl there was coming through with big belly, expectant mothers, or pushing a stroller with a newborn baby in it. And give it another 2 years after that, more of them and more of them. And it's the same faces that I saw. So I always remember that, and it made me think of how behind I was and how late I was. See, I used to be one of them parents there, where I used to say I'm gonna wait until my child is bigger to talk to them about certain things. None knows that they picked them already. I talk to themself and them bridging them about all these things. So when you start the conversation, them actually laugh after you. They're like, "Oh God, Dad, man, listen, Dad, we're way past that. We're way past that. It's like me trying to talk to my kids about social media. Remember me tell you how them laugh after me? And they were like, open your phone, Dad. Show me what you be on. Show me what you be on. I'm like, yeah, I'm up on Facebook right there. So and they're like, Facebook? Who goes on Facebook? That's for like grandparents. That's and they were laughing like that. And I'm trying to tell them, don't do anything online because it comes back to bite you in the ass and you can get in serious trouble. And I can track everything. My kids looking at me telling me, you can't track us. It's too much out here for you to track us. Half of it you don't even know. That's how we got to open your phone, Dad. Where you be at? I'm saying Facebook right here. They laughed till they were tired laughing. I mean, some big embarrassing laugh. I'm on Instagram too. They're like, okay, what else you on? You know? And then after I showed them, I said, that's it. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. At the time it was Twitter. It's now X. They're like, that's it? You can't track us. You don't even know where we are. You know? So we're there, I think, so we are shielded picking them from things. They picking them up to them neck in everything already. That's the message right there. Now, more men, it says, are seeking extra inches. They're going to the doctor to seek extra inches. I don't know. Should I ask the ladies if size matters? I know it's an old cliche friggin' conversation, but I've never asked my female audience if size matters to them yet. So I think it's time for that. Along the line of this story. There's a whole heap of stuff here I'm gonna go through with you. But I'm looking at this is called bananas versus plantains. That's the that bananas versus plantains is what this is. Okay? Does size matter? Before I get started with all this, does size matter? And Nance says, satisfied with what you have. That's what she says. But are you satisfied with what him have? Because if is there or could there be a time when you buck up in a something where it is you can tell right away say that not gonna be satisfying and that's not going to do it for me. If that's the case, you can't tell him satisfied with what you have. You know what I'm saying? Most of the women in here are saying, let's buy TV, big up yourself, bro. Most of the women in here are saying size does matter. No, it's the motion in the ocean. And Nan's alone, me say I said that. It's the motion in the ocean. Yeah, Dorothy T says yes, size matters. Nan says very much so, as in, you know, you've seen ones that you said is not going to cut it, I'm out of here. Yeah. Yes, it matters. Yes, it matters. Yes, it matters. Boy, for the men them, we feel sorry for we, bro. Because, you know, God give it what God give it. And that is that. Nan says she has never had any complaints. Has never had any complaints. Work with all of them. What you say, when it's a grip, it's just so. It don't matter what the size. All right. I've heard that conversation too before, right? All right. So a Jamaican doctor who performs, his specialty is penile enlargement. That's his specialty. You know, the world has changed very much. Gone are the days when you did just have to satisfy with what you have. Apparently, you can go doctor now, go get more if you feel like you need more. Right? I've heard women say though that them never get a bad one yet because, you know, from the thing, uko bit and it a grip, then uko little in it feel like big in it. So them now run down no planting. Them good with a little chiquita banana and even the little monkey banana. Them. Remember them little tiny banana? But I know them say them good with that too, so them now run down them there. A deep and wide always a run down them big old thing here. Cause deep and wide can you need deep and wide to fill a deep and wide void. I don't know. To each their preference, and I'm not putting anybody down. Alright. Where say I lie? Bunches say I lie. Where say Bunches? Oh, Miss Grippy. Oh, Raddy's daughter say I lie that. What is lie, Raddy's daughter? I lie the Mattel. Yo, Rasta youth say it look like a run clash him turn up. Yo, hold on then. I want to hear with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, me, Adrian. What happened?
My day, my brother, what Hold on there. Your phone is fighting, man. Your phone is fighting us. And you too. I can't hear you.
Alright, me take.
If you speak up Bluetooth, all that have to come on.
Yeah, me take it off my Bluetooth.
Look at that. You sound clear and loud and loud and clear. Talk to me. What go on?
Yeah, man, I think about 2019, I work for this Jewish man scene.
Yeah.
So, when we done work, him have to do the extra thing for him. So, you're familiar with tool. So, him have a 12 volt Milwaukee Sawzall.
Yeah.
So, it will take too long for cut out the piece of wood for him, you know. So, I go for my 18 volt. So, when we done now, we say to him, say, his name Simon, he said, Simon, you say that size matters. So Flo, he said, by me say so. He said, hammer, the man reach up to me with it. You know.
What?
A hammer, yeah, no. Don't come to me with that black man shit. Because you black guys have big dicks to talk about size matters.
He got offended. He took it the wrong way.
Yeah, man, so.
Oh, wow.
Me have to go, me say, Virgin, this one had no sexual connotation about it, Virgin. You have a 12 volts. 12 volt for him, you have a 18. So.
The man triggered. Him triggered.
No.
Him triggered, bro.
Is all white neighborhood, you know, so. Me have to come out of the house and diffuse it outside, you know, because. If you live in a hammer, then we go fuck him up in the house, but his wife is there. So you know, so you go here, probably make an attempt to go rape his wife and thing.
Damn. So
we come out of the house and go outside and talk to him outside and diffuse it. Alright, everything's settled.
Triggered.
When we leave the job now, I'm heading home now, almost about a mile away.
Yeah.
We see him call me. So me I said the blood this would have call me for man. So me answer it.
Yeah.
Guess what man call me, say man, the man, because I live in New Jersey, you know. He tell me, say listen. He's from the Bronx originally. And when he was going to school, he have this girl set up for prom. And it was a Jamaican boy take with the girl from him. And so he never get to go for quite prom with the girl, and the white girl tell him why he going too little. So when he say that to him, he trigger or something.
I didn't want to reach you that. Oh God. What thing?
Yeah, man, you see, since that happened like about 2019.
Yeah.
True that now, me don't run joke with people because I don't know why you guys surf when you run joke with people.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh man.
Listen, I have to give you give the audience a joke this man with that.
Yeah, but immediately get that to him. Triggered, brother. Him triggered. Him get hurt over that before. Him get left over it before. Him says a Jamaican take our way.
Yeah, man, me is a Jamaican and I was a Jamaican youth who go high school with me in the Bronx. You know, even that child's high school.
Like say him send you. It's one of your people them. Oh God.
Mr. Craze, how much the man raise up on me, you know?
I hope him find some healing or him gonna a doctor go get some extra inches. No. And the size. Boy, alright my brother, thank you for sharing. That was funny.
Yeah, man, alright, I'm a pleasure to audience present.
Alright. Yo, he triggered. A man didn't go take away over. He want to kill our next Jamaican now. So listen to this. Listen to this. I saw $20 just now in a super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Deanne Cole. Big up yourself. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFlo. This is Nance. How are you?
Good morning, Nance. How you doing? I'm good. You?
I am good. No
Awesome.
complaints. So, when it comes to size mattering, it doesn't matter because you have men that have the larger sizes and they don't know what to do with it. You have those that have the smaller sizes, and that could be the most magical moment in your life that you've ever experienced. So, size really doesn't matter.
So size really doesn't matter unless it's
It
like shrimpy.
doesn't.
Unless it's like shrimpy.
As long as it's not my pinky, I'm good.
Yeah, cause I was watching a video one time and I saw one that looked like a pinky, and the way how he pulled his clothes down, like he was just happy. It was in the middle of a strip club, and he got on stage, but he pulled his clothes down like he was about to shake out something big, and the stripper that was supposed to do her thing in front of him, she died laughing. So when you say size doesn't matter, you're talking about a certain size still. So to some
Right, it
degree,
can't
size
be
still
pinky
matters.
size.
It can't be a pinky.
That's like giving a whale a tic tac.
So size does matter. You
It
just
can't be your pinky size.
but
Where am I going with that?
so size doesn't matter, but it can't be a pinky size. All right.
Yes, it could be Elmo. We're not doing that.
All right, I get it.
Stop all your drama on this one, for God.
All right, later.
Listen.
Oh man. Oh God, I'll never forget that video I was watching. The man pulled down his clothes like say him sure see about 9, 10 and drop out of that. I was laughing when I saw what it was because I was the level of confidence. I pray to God I have that level of confidence throughout life. Cause if I didn't have that, I wouldn't even like I think I would be a eunuch. I would have just got me by myself in a life to rotted. Yo, but anyways, she said, size does not really matter. It doesn't. But it just can't be a pinky size. That means a size still matters. Because you do have pinky size men out here. I mean, that's what God gave them, blessed them with, made them with. And we say God made no mistakes, right? All right. So now if we go talk to God about that, what about a less than pinky size? That's a clitoris. If you have less than a pinky size, that's a clitoris. Because there are clitoris out here that are pinky size. No! Yo! Oh, God. Let me read through this real quick. Okay, so a Jamaican doctor who performs penile enlargement enhancement procedures, he is warning our men to please think carefully before going under the needle. And he's saying that the treatment is not suitable for everyone because it can cause some serious complications if it is improperly performed. Because of the amount of people that he has gotten in recent times that are coming into his office seeking Jamaican men, seeking extra length and width, and the procedure sometimes can be. So if he's charging a lot and it's expensive, they will go try to seek out cheaper measures, right? And he's trying to let them know that if you have this done by the wrong person, it's kind of like the same thing with women doing body fat transfer, what them call them BBLs or whatever. Some people get it done multiple times and they're fine because they pay a whole lot of money and go to the right people. And then some people try to do it for a cheap price, fly go down to Mexico and make front page news. She didn't make it back to the US because she died on the operating table or in the back of some place somewhere. He's saying that it's that dangerous and it's the same kind of thing. Dr. Joshua Day, he is the operator of Javora Medical Aesthetics and Wellness. That's the name of his business. You can go look him up. And he says that penile fillers is what's used. And they have become increasingly popular in Jamaica, especially over the last 2 years, with more and more Jamaican men seeking this cosmetic procedure. He said that the men are dealing with their erectile dysfunction issues and they should also think twice before considering, especially those who are dealing with erectile dysfunction issues. You should definitely think twice about even considering enlarging your tool. Because what you are going to enlarging it for when your body ain't producing enough blood to fill up what you have already? It's a circulation issue, enough, fam. If your body stop pumping off blood in that direction, then the thing now go on get up or can't get up when it needs to. So while you enlarging it, it means more blood is going to be required to fill it in order for it to stand that attention. So he said that you can have erectile dysfunction. So, it can cause you to have erectile dysfunction. So if you have that and you put fillers in there, it is going to make it even worse. That's a warning for my brothers here who seek out extra inches. Yee! So you have to be careful, he said. Not all patients are good candidates for these fillers that we use. And if you have a big one already, if you have a plantain and not a banana, if you're working with a plantain already, and it is not working, it does big and flabby and did it, then we have to optimize the patient first before you're planting. If you have a plantain and your plantain not work properly already, if your plantain not working properly already, then you know it does big and floppy, then we have to optimize your physical health first ahead of you wanting to do anything to that thing, right? This is what Dr. Day said. He also said that he said that is why a proper medical assessment should come before any procedure in this area. A consultation is extremely important, and it must only be done by a licensed medical doctor who specializes in this area. The aesthetics and anti-aging physician says that he has seen a steady rise in the demand for this penile enhancement procedure over the past couple of years in Jamaica, and more men are becoming more interested in the procedure. So I have done quite a bit of work here. But Dr. Desa is quick to stress that simply believing that your banana or your plantain is too small, it does not necessarily mean that there is a problem. He said, I think that it comes down to your personal beliefs and your feelings, he said, explaining that what one man considers small may be viewed differently by another. You know what I'm saying? So a man might look down upon film something and think, say, yo, me I work with a monster, when he's actually working with a pinky. You know, it's all in the mind and how you feel about your thing. If you're not getting no complaints, then why start doing things? He also draws a sharp distinction between cosmetic concerns and micropenis. Micropenis are recognized medical condition actually. So the little teeny weeny that we're laughing after on people, don't like the one that me describe to you that when me see in the video in a strip club and me say the man, I hope me have him level of confidence one day because I couldn't believe him dropping pants in front of people with that. The doctor is saying that that is actually a medical condition and it's called micropenis. Now, if the person thinks that it is small, then it's small because you think it's small. And if you think that it's large, then it's large because you think it's large. But we do have a medical condition that we do call micropenis. And that's totally different from what we are trying to address here when we do these procedures. He said that micropenis is a medical condition that is defined by an abnormally small banana that is significantly below any average size of an adult male. So it's going to look like it belongs on a toddler. Michael Phillips, 38, from North Carolina. He was diagnosed with a micro-telomelia last year, and his member measures 0.38 inches. It's actually the smallest in the world, and you can go look him up on, you Google him, right? He has the smallest soldier in the world. Oh, whew, God. Now, Dr. Day notes that his area of expertise does not involve fixing these micro things, but rather helping men who are insecure about their size to feel better about themselves. So he doesn't deal with the micro ones, he deals with the a man who have something already, but him feel like say him need something more kind of thing, right? But rather helping men who are just insecure about their size to feel better about themselves. Now, his procedure involves inserting penile fillers to produce the desired cosmetic effect. However, Dr. Day says that they are not without risks. So if you're thinking about it, my brother, please remember that it carries risks. And some of the side effects that you can have, you can develop lumps in your banana or your plantain. You can develop lumps in it, multiple lumps, meaning that the filler has not been dissolved in the areas where it was placed. And there can be grooves and unevenness all over that thing depending on the type of filler that is used on you. But the consequences can become far more serious when the wrong product is used or the injection is improperly placed. That means if you go to somebody who is not professionally, this is their expertise, you can end up like this. So make sure again that you're going to somebody who this is their field of expertise, they're licensed, they are a real doctor, practicing doctor, and they have some reviews out there about them and the work that they have done in this area. This is not something that you just trust to just anybody. So Dr. Day says that the plantain or the banana, it is packed with many nerves, blood vessels, and other delicate structures, making precise knowledge of its anatomy very critical in avoiding potentially serious complications. But yes, this has become something of a phenomenon in Jamaica, especially over the last 2 years, where he is seeing a record number of Jamaican men who has come to him for this procedure. And he has performed countless of them already and expect to see way more people come in. So, the Jamaican man them a look forget bigger and bigger and bigger, probably because the Jamaican women them are demanding bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. That is just the way how the society is run. The Buffalo So the rest says micropenis is actually medically recognized condition. It is defined as, we just said that, man, we just go through that. We just went through that. The way you said teely weely, but I want teely weely. You remember when you did little, and your grandmother used to say, take out your teely weely. You pee all over, you pee all over yourself. You know, say you pee all over yourself, you have to hold it and put it and point it that way. You know, when you look like your little teely weely just don't have no direction, because it's so tiny, you have to pinch it like this. So when you pee, you just piss everywhere with it. You can't wait for when you get big. And you're working with a monster, then you know, so you can hold it like water hose and spray it in the direction you want it to go. But as a little youth now, you just wet up anywhere, piss all over the toilet seat and everything. So them always call your name out loud. When you hear your name called out loud when them going to the bathroom, you piss all upon the floor, upon the bathtub side, every which part, because you can't control the little beast. The little beast just, you know, it's too little. And it has spray hard too. But if you're left with that as an adult, then, you know, that's a medical condition. I don't think we should laugh after people and their medical conditions. Me not too like laugh after people medical conditions. I'm just happy that I wasn't given one. Because honestly is what God gave you to work with, you know. Because even the guys who are running to this doctor and others like him for more inches and more girth and more size and whatever, look at what they have to go through. They have to go through stuff being implanted in it, and sometimes it don't work, and then now you have like bumps and grooves and pits and curves and all kind of sinting by sinting, and you just, I don't know, yeah. I always say love yourself, the self that you're in. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to tell a micro, mini, teely weely to love yourself though, because I could see how that could be damaging to a man's self-esteem and how that could be a problem to your partner as well. You imagine, a woman is really feeling you and you get to that level, however fast you get there, and you back out that. It's even if she says size doesn't matter, that and Nans just call her says size don't matter, but it can't be a pinky. Now imagine a pinky is way, way bigger than a micro. A pinky is way bigger than a micro. She doesn't say size don't matter, but it can't be a pinky. And pinky way bigger than a micro. 0.38 inches. What is that? So that's less than an inch. So this is about an inch right here of this. This is, okay, this is an inch. This is an inch right here. That's an inch. So less than that. Oh God. God never like you. I don't know. Or maybe you were not put here to do that. You wasn't put here to do no coxman job. You was put here to do something else. Seek the Lord and find his face and, minister to people and save the world or something. Put on a cape and fly. You're Superman. You don't need crutches. Something, but you may not think crutches the inner your future. Because why would God create you like that? And God makes no mistakes, right? You say little and beast not go together at all. Audrey said little and beast not go together at all. Rasta youth I want that on the screen. No problem here. Batches says, remember the brother who did call us, say him get a pump fit like sneakers. Yeah, and that's it. Now that is for people who, cause him did have prostate issues. Remember, he had prostate cancer and his prostate. It's funny how when we are talking about men health problems and shortcomings, no pun intended, it gets so funny, don't it? It's funny how our thing gets so funny. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Then SouFLo.
Yeah, my bro. What go on?
As a matter of fact, good morning, everybody.
Morning, my brother. What happened?
I'm there in my class this morning. I drive car. See me?
See it.
I have one question, man. When you come on to this micro thing, yeah. And they can make baby? No, a legit question me ask you.
Me don't know, bro. Me not think so.
And then they do the research and they do the listening and then say,
it can't.
So what the listener can tell me?
It can't do it, cause it can't go nowhere. It
You
can't go
remember saying
nowhere.
that enough to go too far, you know?
Yeah, but it can't go nowhere. It can't even.
Nah, man, it can't go somewhere, man.
Bro, it can't go nowhere. It can't enter. 0.38 inches.
And you know.
Yeah. John no star. Yeah, me glad say God love me more than that. Still, cause me that think that me was hated if somebody did come into the world. God know. Me not prefer take a pinky still.
Yeah, more than
As
prefer
wife, it take a pinky, but me not prefer have a pinky as me own than pan me than
I mean, when I work with a pinky all day rather than work with a micro virgin car.
Yeah, why?
Something better than nothing here.
Yeah.
You see me?
Yeah.
Listen me. Half a bread better than no bread at all.
You see it? All a slice better than no bread at all. All a one slice better than no bread at all. John, God.
Imagine you have to deal with that true life. And you're in your 30s and 40s and you have got true life and you say, why me that?
Them time that you know, say, all hope lost, you know grow, because you wait for it to grow your whole life. When you reach 30s and 40s, you know, sir, that is it.
Anyway, I had a question that I asked still as a student in my class.
All right, my brother. Manners.
Oh, man.
That can't go. It can't go to. There's no level of. I remember he's right. You don't have to do much in order to cause a pregnancy. But however, that can't go. I guess if it's producing the fluids though, and the fluids get in somehow, then that might a possibility of. But oh boy, yeah. Wife, that one the Rasta youth. We work with us. Well, five upset. Me work with a me go and work with a pinky. You hear me about why? Why? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
So, Flo, it's Nance again. I have a question for all the women that said that, size does matter. What if that size stops working? Are they going to stay with their partner? What are they doing?
So say size matters and you get the size you've desired, right? And it stopped working. Good
Right.
question. Good question. Are you staying or are you out of there? I'll tell you what's
I'm
happening right now.
staying.
You staying, Nance?
He has fingers and he has a mouth.
Oh God. Rasta youth, you hear this? you know what? She said she's staying. He got fingers and he got a mouth. You lost me now.
He got toes. Make it work. Make it work.
You
The
something.
guy.
She out got to the toes. Yo, no, sir. I wouldn't want you to stay. I would not tell you to go. Kaya go there and beat me up. You something no? You something when frustration liquor. She talk about you something. You hear where she gone and you told them finger now work, tongue now work, nothing now work. You told them you something no. Everything by you just dead and useless. No, me no want nobody stay and cuss me out. It's alright. You can go. Listen, it's not working anymore. You can. Me just start pick a fight. Every day me I pick a fight. Live on the air with SouFLo. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, my brother, morning.
Oh, go on, King.
You know, say Nancy that go on well. I said, yo, lose me, I tell you, I go.
But that's true, you know.
Me that hire for call me a morning time.
It's a real question, though. Are they gonna stay? Are they gonna go? Me know a whole heap of women are gonna say them must stay, but in them back of their mind, them say no, sir, me gone. But me not gonna say it out loud, sir, me gone. Me just a go. You know?
You what no?
Yeah.
You see, it does sound selfish. But you see, as long as me get my part of the bargain sorted out, good in that.
As long as you're pew.
I'm good in that.
You're not about that business.
My legal up to already in that.
But say we'll roll over and draw a sheet after that. I don't believe boy you, my God.
Me try get directions to the ends.
I saw.
That's why I make a reach to what. If you can't make the journey, I don't want it far.
You're good.
I'm good.
You're gonna get left. You'll get left.
Don't selfish.
Arbon not gonna kill you.
Selfish. I'm doing all I can. Me do 2 parts already.
Hear me out, right? If that was the case, I wouldn't want a woman. This is where me say a man have to know. If that was the case, I wouldn't want a woman. Now, mind you, there are men out here who have the plantain instead of the banana and banana kill them same ways. And banana kill them same ways. So, you know what I mean? Banana or nothing. But if you come with a micro now, me no want no woman, sir. Me gone. Me alone. Me rub me clitoris and go and be with myself.
If me sit down here and think about what I can do.
Yeah. What you can't do.
Myself about what. I might say the thing a certain way already. I'm good with what I have.
Yeah.
I don't concern about nothing else.
But me not gonna look no woman though.
Me I go sound like Famba right now. I don't like him.
But what question before you go Rasta youth? You would have gonna look woman with a micro?
God said no what I can work with.
So you would have gonna look woman with the micro?
Well, me have a micro, so I can't answer that question. Just to be clear.
Put your foot in on the shoes, no man. I beg your pardon.
I beg your pardon.
How did we get here?
That's cool, man.
All right, Machi.
But don't like it.
Manners, manners.
I can't do this.
Oh, hey, live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, Floyd. I keep morning. Yeah, I in a break room.
Morning, family. What going?
Not kill me.
Oh,
Anyway, listen, right? Now,
eh,
but question for the
here.
ladies, then we want the bigger something.
Mm-hmm.
When the man them with the bigger something, we are getting implant, them done them out and stretch them out and gone. What they going to do? It's not about the other man that want them.
Run after more bigger man with bigger something.
Jesus Christ.
And that-
Suppose them meet them forever, man, and them have a little something. When them out to stay with the bigger man.
I can't answer for them, you know, but it sounds like
Jesus.
say him can't be the forever man because him not have a bigger something.
Listen.
God did not send you for me, him couldn't send you with that.
Eh?
That's how them stay. God did not send you for me, him couldn't send you with that. So-
Yeah, but yeah, well, enough of my friend them when me hear I said them man have big something.
Mm-hmm.
They don't in a bed and them gonna work and pay all the bills. So I bed I pay for body?
Mm-hmm. You see it?
Nah, not doing it. Look, I need to do that work. Listen, that's crazy. The other day you said, yeah, I wonder if I'm alright. Me alright. Me I do my PhD in this NP thing, nursing, and it's a wet my ass.
Damn.
Yeah, I think what quit come out with that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, I'm not. It's hard though. I used to hear him complain when he do it,
Mm-hmm.
but when I tell you, it's. But I guess in the end, it will be worth it.
It will. It will.
Yeah. So, but that's why you know see me find something. More time me day in here, you know. But me I work and me I study or something. I still a listen.
Big up
And
yourself on that though.
thank you. I mean, not hold it up. Something
All
happened this year when me now want. Now gonna bring it up one day.
Mm-hmm.
When I get my February, my final say, my brother did something to my three of my kids that I didn't. When I tell you so that's something I want to kill him.
Jesus
And my husband
Christ.
said to make you know, say, you more time you might listen to why I'm not driving over there and put a bullet in my head.
And you just find out?
Because we find out the kids them are grown adults and we are find out say it happened when them are pitney and we were parents we talk to them about everything, but the mistake we made we are finding out. We
Damn.
always tell them, say, if a person touch them, we are going to kill them.
Yeah.
My older daughter says she never said anything because she couldn't afford to lose her parents.
Sure.
You can imagine that? She said, my parents would have got a prison. And my brother said, my older brother said, everybody knows, say, you and your husband are kill him.
Mm-mm.
So, but my husband said, if he said, if you never listen to you more time, him saying that really go over there and put a bullet in his head. So we appreciate you. You may not realize it, but enough of we appreciate a little show you. I don't little show anymore. A big show you have now.
Big up yourself.
But we appreciate it. All right, Flo. Later, I'm going back.
Right. Big him up for me to hear.
I will. Thanks.
All right.
Bye. All right.
Ja. Wow. Back to this. That was heavy at the end. But yeah. Back to this. So I'm gonna talk about close family members and friends, man. That's why I'm gonna trust my kids them around nobody, you know. I don't even trust my kids around my kids. Straight up, I don't even. And I've said this before, and somebody got in my comment section and said, "SouFLo, you're too paro. Come on now." Because I said I don't bathe my daughter, and none of my daughter them don't want to take off them clothes or nothing. You know, you see, live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, family. What going?
Boy, just when you think you want to start have a laugh.
You know,
Oh my God. Sister,
some people out there
me
make
share
you want
with
to
you.
just
I'm
lose
so
it all,
I'm
you
not
know?
triggered. I'm not triggered, okay?
All
But
right,
I mean,
Chloe.
we gotta empathize and sympathize and knows what happened. Some in our young days, cousins, older adults, you understand those things. Yeah, sometimes it have a huge impact
Yeah.
on we adults when, you know,
Yeah.
and we blame ourselves and then a lot. But the song we did want to sing, Big Ship Sailing on the Ocean,
Yeah, you know.
and we don't need no commotion.
A commotion, you know.
Commotion, so?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So wait
Yeah.
there, that's your song for the inches,
Yeah,
the banana
well.
versus the wait there. So banana you say are planting.
Honestly,
Yeah.
neither or either.
Neither
For me,
either.
yeah, it's not the size of the gun, it's the effect of the bullet.
Me
Because
rotted.
the banana
Style.
only needs to rock what is in the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that person at the boat,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, pleasurable. Water the spoke through, one whole boy water the spoke,
Mm-hmm.
everything good. Yeah. Because you have some trees that are big and hollow, not good. And you have some little tree, you're surprised to know the effect, the nutrients, what it gives. Just keep on giving
He said
and
that,
giving
just keep on giving and giving.
and giving. And just as long as me reach the pearly gates,
you,
yes.
you're good.
So me good. Right now, it's
Eh,
not about size.
it's about
For me, it's
stamina.
just the person, the personality
Okay.
behind it. So size
Ah.
never ever matter for me.
Okay, so
Yes.
you're one of them then.
I never ever. When a man belly grow big, you know it grow down small. Never matter me.
Wait there. When a man belly grow big, you say him something disappear, get small.
Yeah, it get a little bit small. Well, maybe the belly push it back or something.
Personally, me did find so when me gain weight, my thing did gain weight too,
You?
Yeah, me find like when me
But you
gain
did
weight, me
dead.
have to go ask. No, it never did. My thing never
Yeah,
did.
that's why you put on the $35,000.
No, hey,
That's
come off my
why.
phone, man.
You better go on.
Later, man,
But
later.
never did. When your belly go
Later,
big,
me
it
a
go
hang up
down
on
in
you.
size.
Me a hang up on
Bye,
you.
because you put on the may I hit you where it hurts. Bye.
Later. Red coffee is the boat. He did then. Oh my God. No, a serious thing though. I find like one time I gain weight, I think they gain weight too. I forgot to ask wife is still, I don't know. Because like the doctor said just now, it's all in the man's mind. And some man have a big something on them that they tell themselves say it's small, so them come look for more. And then some man I work with them small thing and them say, me, no, no, doctor, forget nothing bigger. Me good, me blessed. And he's not necessarily saying blessed, but he's okay, all right there. So it's what your mind says it is. It is, according to what the doctor said. All right? It get fatter. yeah, Malcolm. Me did one morning, me grab something and me I look at it and me I say, blood fire is like that's you get. But me I say, my belly do, but me I say, too much belly there, dog. Me just watch a Jamaican man try sell roots and bitters. And he was like, get rid of the big belly. Your big old belly where you have and you swell up like hog. That means your kidney and your liver them under stress, Come drink up some bitters, and left the alcohol and them something there alone, and the sweet sugary juice them and them something there. And me feel like him did that talk to me, so me feel insulted. Me go in a shower, and me did that, and me a prize me possession, but me a see me belly. But me I say look like it two of them are work together. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
SouFLo, I'm going out.
Me there, the family, what?
Yeah. Me realize the woman nowadays is all about conditional love and conditional partner.
Conditional.
Yeah, you have to tick everything. I want to know, say, eat healthy.
Yeah.
You not get everything you want if you eat healthy. Because right now you're going to drink tea, you have to drink the tea fresh. You have to eat the food fresh. You have to eat something you don't even want to eat. You know what I mean?
You have to eat something you don't even want to eat.
Yeah, look at me. Over things I love to eat, over ice cream and them things I like to eat. Right now, them again.
Say it.
And so in our life, everything is sacrifice, yo. And so I'm sure some people say how I treat my wife, so to deserve to be treated, so. And then anybody will treat me treat my wife. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She deserved it. Because remember when her mother, nobody know me who was a say, right?
But
remember when her mother, her mother at the medical field, and so she know a doctor. And when my wife just started, my bleach out boy for a tattoo,
Yeah. You the one of them bleach out boy that full of tattoo?
Yeah. I have a tattoo like you on your hand or something, like my face.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So the mother want to say, what she do with me? With a pretty girl that person that do with that youth of that gangster, because she know about me and what me do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and I want that this one, she said, my wife, but you know, my wife would have a blissful future right now, which we got, who knows, probably man that treat her certain way, I throw her to the curb, too.
See.
You know, the money, see? But I say, sometimes, woman must know what they want you. Don't stop making things conditional where, oh, must have a long this. I just say what it is, so sometimes God send them husband,
Yeah.
and them husband will slip through their hand.
Yeah, because, you know, him pull out a micro and she said, no, God could have never sent you.
What you know?
I'm waiting for the Lord to send somebody. And I know the same, sir. Our devil send you, I know God send you. But our husband that.
Suppose me tell her, sir, the long dick we probably should have pick up in her hole. Suppose me tell her, sir, she stay with her husband and she knows find a way with more pleasurable. Because, you know, the bush them saying.
Yeah, well, here what, as a man that has never had one of them something that were them woman they possess, me can't talk on how it get pleasured or feel when it get pleasured, so me wouldn't know. That's why I listen to the woman them.
No, I take an example of the bush them have a clitoris thing.
Yeah.
Clitoris have orgasm, so who knows?
So without us, without fluid tool involved. Yeah, me say that all the time too. Me say member say, you know, them pop off, you know, with none of fluid tool involved, you know. So so when she can stress you out about you must get her there. You get there all the time without so you're gonna base a relationship on that. Me see what you say.
Yeah, man, because based on the personality of the person. Because my wife at one time, I believe in one of the rooms. So left for in a nice apartment, come there, because I'm still with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm in like a room, I should not care. You know what I mean?
So from a you she want.
Yeah, but when a woman want you, no matter what, she find an excuse to stay with you. You hear me, I say?
True.
Because everybody who know her, because if you look at me in a slow from, you look like one gangster back then, you know. Come on, problem you back then, you know. If you know me, you know. You see what I say? So it's like, all I friend them say, where do you there? It's so much like you hope about now. When I friend them put so much effort in the night, and say, find a friend for myself, you know. See? I make a friend a call my wife, and I say, I fear man that we have to do the man. I say, yo, look at my wife, I said, not about somebody. Who you believe, them or me? Which one? And I give her ultimatum, I said, if you believe them, just walk away. And she believe me, so my wife deserves everything she get from me, and all effort to put in her.
If you work with everything where you work with, see?
Yeah.
All right.
So that's what I think, man.
All right, brother.
Manners.
All right. Them want someone equally yoked. Equally yoked with what? Somebody asked a question just now though that somebody say I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I should have left a comment on the screen. Morning, Mr. Bram. Somebody said me I gotta play devil's advocate. So what about the women who are big, deep and wide? What about them now? Since we're up here talking about men and scrutinizing themselves meticulously and laughing and making fun of even those with the micro teely-weely and these things, and I know say I God create the man them so we all laugh off of them. What happened to the woman them now? We're big and wide. And she always have to look for plant banana can't do nothing for her. And what we have to say about she? Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning. Yeah, hello? Yeah, then call and shy. Then they're on there. Answer him now. Say something. Call her. But we send her directions if she don't reach when me reach. Rasta youth say, if we send her directions if he reach before she don't reach when he reach. There was a laughing. Audrey and Wicked, you did a laugh. You ready for talk now? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
It's SouFLo.
Yeah, family.
Morning, brother.
Morning, what go on? Talk to me now.
Hey, you can hear me?
Yeah, man, loud and clear.
You can hear me?
Yeah, brother, we can hear you loud and clear. You can hear we? No, him can't hear we. Alright, so I'm afraid to talk. I hear you can't hear. Some kind of technical mix up. Alright, get the thing straight and call me back. Why? Call me back. Um, you know what? There's a thing out there called compatibility. Let's end this size thing on this. The only reason I did this right here, of course, is to have a laugh. And, you know, I'm starting to realize that when men go through them trials and tribulations in life, that it turns into a comedy show for everybody. When women go through them trials and tribulations in life, it's something serious, nobody now laugh. Because you see, as soon as me bring up deep and wide, nobody say nothing, you know. The room went quiet. But as long as we're talking about who need extra inches and size, this and that, everybody are kin over and laugh. All right. I wanted the brothers out there to know that there is help out here for you if you feel like you need a little bit more than what you are been blessed with already. So you can go to a doctor. But I want you to know that a medical professional who this is his field of expertise said to tell you, say, make sure you come to somebody like him, because the side effects of doing it the wrong way will cost you even more in life. And for the brother them who might be suffering from diabetes or some erectile dysfunction issues or whatever, don't bother focus on that something there yet. Focus on your body health first, your system health first. Because it don't make no sense you start trying to make that get bigger and wider and longer and whatever, and the rest of you not okay. Alright? He said if you come to him and you have other issues, they're going to prioritize the other issues first. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, family.
I think that service for a woman who was big was available in Jamaica at the Apex Center in Kingston. So I heard that people was what you call it, reinstalling their virginity. Yes. Putting back hymen and stuff like that. I was like, that's creepy.
Wow.
Yeah, but I heard it was a lot of money.
Restoring the
So
elasticity.
Yes, so I think yes, and they say too wide, so they will stitch up some part. Some people, when they give birth, doctor never stitch them back either, cause revenge and stuff like that. Because I even heard nurse spoke about it, say, make she go long. She must think, say, I'm me if you're a man, don't tell, say, something wide.
Jaja.
So, yes, so that happens. But
So
as we said, those are
when
what money.
when the nurse would have said that for now, because them no one's
Left out, teeth out of the hospital.
Oh.
Yes,
I
because
never want
sometimes
to
the
go through the
treatment.
procedure.
Yes, because it's very difficult. Hot. This suit you are.
Mm.
Yes, so people's teeth out and left it. Yes, and say it will heal back.
So
Yes,
the nurse
warm
has
water
said,
and salt.
Lord have
For 9
mercy.
days, sit down over bath. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
All right.
all right
Pick
then.
up yourself. All right. So there might be help out there for y'all after all. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes the elastic bus and there's no more elasticity in it. But you know, nobody can tell them that. Right? She just wants bigger and 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 bigger, and it gets bigger and bigger until she can't. Me not lie, me's a person, you say this I gonna get grown real quick for about 60 seconds. I'm trying not to. If you don't like hearing big people things, then turn your head one next way for about 60 seconds. I promise you I won't go any more. Let me time myself. I will not go any more past 60 seconds. I'm about to get real derogatory for 60 seconds only. Please turn your head a next way. Please don't listen. Please, I should be seeing 590 turn to 580, or I should not get any complaints at all. I'm counting this down because I'm going to say something. Okay? 10. You're still there here. That means you want to hear it. 9, 8, 7, 6. See how much time may I give you for exit stage left? 6, 5, 4. You're still there. All right. 3, 2. The number increased. That means you don't want to hear it. We're going to talk about it. 2, 1. 60 seconds only. Check this out. I'm an avid porn watcher, or I used to be an avid porn watcher. And I have seen many women, uncountable the amount of women, push on something with big so up in them. Like my forearm. Remember, I am a man that is 6'5", 245 pounds. My whole arm, forearm, from fists included, all fingers, all the way down to my elbow, and take the whole height. That's all me I gotta say, less than 60 seconds. So, The search for size and bigger and more and better and more. It leads you to some place where I've seen you put some things there where there's no man for you on earth after that. None. Yeah? So take that with you. The 60 seconds up. On my way back to cleanliness now. Oh, me nah left ya, Mr. Mr. Brother, me nah left. Exit stage left. If you know what I hear. Not true? Yeah, but may I tell you what things are missing? I saw it. I saw it multiple times with my own eyes. Uncountable amounts of numbers off. So, bust up all them own self to make sure say go up in there. So, yeah, and then you have, and then them the same one who's always asking for more and more. I don't deal with bananas. I want plantains. That plantain is too small. I want the bigger ones. I'm going to Jamaica to find the biggest plantains that grow on the island. I want to go where the biggest trees are. I want to climb the biggest trees. At them run down them there. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
What is something what you say you do to make it tighter? What you do?
Eh?
What you say you do with something to make it get tighter?
What?
Kitty girl. Oh, you do, you quint it.
Oh.
I catch me, didn't want to catch you.
Oh, you're not catch me with that. But I do those. But me do them exercise there too. Man can do them exercise there too. Yes, you feel like squeeze and hold your sphincters, make sure say why me do it now, you see, is because I work in a field that's called occupational therapy and we deal with urinary incontinence and these kind of things. So actually me do it for myself too, not just for the people them when me see in therapy. I do it for myself to make sure so when me get older in life that me not sneeze and piss just fly out of my pants front wet in a grocery store.
No joke, ladies. Yes. No joke. Honestly, when you go to the bathroom and the urine, you must cut the urine about 3 times.
The man them too. That is an exercise that I do. Yeah, so don't let yourself just flow out like and everything dash out.
Yes.
Yeah, just you can practice. You want empty waste from your body, yes, but hold on to a little bit at the end. And then squeeze it, hold it, and then let it go, and then let it go, and then it help you. That also helps with those who pop off quick. Them reach, they arrive before everybody else all the time. Them just go there and reach.
Yes.
Yeah, that help with that condition as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you get them off quick.
So you can go 60 seconds instead of 20. That.
Yes.
Yeah.
About another, the exercise must continue daily. It's like people going out with flat tummy muscles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's good to get that. And walking exercise, squeezing, that helps a whole lot.
Yes, it's true.
Yes, so unless I start with it, you know.
Yeah, we teach them thing here in our OT.
It's a one-stop class. Look at who I run to.
Yeah. They hear you.
So nobody put no time for face in kind of bus off nothing.
Come go up.
Yeah, go by your ass.
Later. Alright, so piss cut up in a scraps. Piss cut up in a scraps. No man, but it good for a real life stuff we are talking. This is actually stuff that we do teach in occupational therapy to some of our clients or patients or whatever you want to call them. Some people like to be addressed as clients. They don't like to feel like they are a patient anywhere. So we use that sometimes. So client or patient, whoever we're seeing, if it's urinary incontinence, that's definitely one of the things that we teach, right? And you sit down there and do the exercise then with them. So I said to myself, if I'm doing this with older people, maybe if I start from young, then when they reach older age, I won't have these issues because those muscles will have been developed because of years of practice. Either that I go happen or years of too much working on them workout and me get it anyway. I mean, don't know. Life have something for you regardless. So you can try all you want, try not to get it. What is yours is going to be yours. But me just take precautionary measures in the meantime. Yeah, somebody, Mr. Brother said me I do it right now. Mr. Somebody else said, yeah, when them deep and white, them like quint it to try trick you. They like quint if you try and trick you and you can't quit because the quint is like way out here. It's not like gripping quint. I don't know. I don't know. All right, you know what? We had enough of this. Not too much. Let's move on to something else this morning, please. Let me see what we're going to talk about next. Are we going to go serious next? And no, I'm not going to ask no man in here if he's working with a banana or a plant because I don't want to know. That I feel no woman and this is not a woman platform as far as the host. So I don't want to know. All right? All right. Moving right along. Hey, I had to do this real quick. Because, you don't know already, say, my favorite artist is Vybz Kartel. And I'm kind of loyal to a fault over this. But, however, I do love dancehall music. And I do respect certain people who are in the genre of dancehall music. I've always said that Beenie Man was a king when he was a king, but Beenie is not the king of dancehall at the moment. In my book, anyway, it is Vybz Kartel is the reigning king. But with that said and out of the way, the great Beenie Man, and I can't believe that this happened. Let me come out of way there so Beenie can get him space. I wish we side me forgot on the side there. Alright, over here, sir. The great Beenie Man. Beenie Man has released an album. Beenie Man has released an album, y'all. And the album where Beenie released, nobody now support it. So I have a gripe. Because this is not just about Beenie Man now. I noticed the media is trying to push, and the media has said things like Beenie Man's Eminence album debuts at #1 on the US iTunes reggae album chart. And according to Yard Hype, it says that Beenie Man has opened the release of his latest album, Eminence, with a strong showing on the US iTunes reggae charts, taking the #1 position shortly after its release. It has 16 tracks on it. The project moved ahead of Massacre's Forever Rain. Massacre just dropped theme album too, which recently occupied the top spot. As of Thursday, Eminence sits at #1, followed by Massacre, #2. So Beenie apparently is even ahead of Massacre's album on that iTunes charts, who is at #2, and then Forever Rain at #2. Legend, which is Bob Marley and the Wailers, still sits at #3, and Kiss of Judas Rhythm sits at #4. Boy, you can't knock Mr. Marley off of the charts no matter how you try. I see everybody come, they do 1, 2, 3, and then boom, Marley go right back up our spot one day. But anyway, Eminence, Beenie we are talking about. Eminence is Beenie Man's first album since he did Simmer. Simmer was released back in 23 of September 2023. The new project was produced by Kemar McGregor. I wonder if I see him, Kemar McGregor, when name, nah, sell out my friend, Cargo. If I see him, Kemar McGregor, where Cargo, them, they have issues with and lawsuit with and all these kind of things. Somebody tell me in the comment section if it is. Because I don't want to put nothing out there that isn't so. Anyways, Beenie's album is produced by Kemar McGregor, and it brings together Jamaican and international artists across dancehall, reggae, hip-hop, and R&B have a whole mix on here. Featured on this album include big names. This is Beenie Man, you know. Big names that on the album here where Beenie put out, like Snoop Dogg, Beenie Man and Snoop Dogg, Rick Ross. I was just listening to the one with Rick Ross, and before we went live this morning, and I told my wife, and I said, babe, I really like the album. What I've heard so far. I honestly listened to 2 tracks on it so far, and I like the 2 tracks that I heard right away. The 2 tracks that I listened to this morning was Friends for Life and the one with Rick Ross. On it is called 305/876. 305 is Miami area code, right? And 876 are Jamaica area code that. So 305/876. The 305/876 sound like some it fits exactly what it sounds like. It's either me in a Miami or me there Jamaica, but this feel like I want to drop the top on the ride and just float down the highway and play the music loud. Right? It has that kind of vibe to it. I like Beanie's eloquency on the 2 tracks I've heard so far, which means him not talk with hot rice in his mouth. Him sounds super clear. Every word could be understood in his songs. And I like those two collaborations so far. I haven't heard the Snoop Dogg collaboration yet. T.I. is on here. This is not the first time that T.I. has worked with Beenie Man. T.I. worked with Beenie Man back in the day, Power One track. I forgot what the name of it. This bad man you get shot. Bad man not take back shot. No way. Jamaican bad man said that. And then T.I. came in with the rapping part. That was way back in the day. So T.I. has worked with Beenie before, but he's on this album. Ashanti is on this album. That would make sense that she's at Summer Sizzle, and she's on this album as well. Maya is on this album as well. Rotimi is on this album as well. Lola Brooke is on here. Etana is on here. Elephant Man depon it. Stefflon Don depon it. Tifa depon it. Vanessa Bling. Chanel Muir. Diani. Kraft. Pampute. Stevie Face. Like, there is a list of people on this album that actually makes me want to go check this album out to see what all these songs about. And I love the fact that it is so many. You know, sometimes people give you an album nowadays, them give you like 6 songs. And you're like, damn, this is more like a EP, LP, something like that. But being about 16 songs, them said upon it, 16 tracks. So that should be a good listening experience with all these heavy features on there. The album presents Beenie Man exploring different sounds while maintaining his connect to dancehall. The Grammy Award winning DJ has also used the project to connect with artists from several musical backgrounds. Right? Eminence is currently available on Spotify, it's on Apple Music, it's on iTunes, and it's on all other major streaming platforms. Jamaican people especially, Caribbean people especially, y'all don't buy records, man. Y'all don't buy albums. Y'all don't actually purchase music from the artists. You don't support your artists them. The only time you see you support an artist them is when you want to cuss somebody out on social media. And the way how y'all sound on social media is like you would literally kill for your favorite artist. And I say this all the time. As soon as the artist music drop, we know that you don't really love the artist them. You don't really rate them. If you don't really rate Beenie Man, send up him album far in numbers and sales. Because the first week sale is going to come out soon. And you know everybody are going to be like, did Beenie Man's album flop? Because them only sell 50 copies. 150 copies sold first week. That is so embarrassing for our genre. So support the artists them. At the end of the day, we have the rivalries that go on from the different camps and the different clashes. For me, that is all a part of the excitement. For me. I mean, I understand that some of them beef here come down to something serious where it look like the people them really are beef. But for me, as a fan, I am a fan first of the genre of dancehall. Here's a thing that is real about the music and the genre of the music. All of us that are here, we're going to die and leave it here. And somebody else is going to come take it. So it don't make no sense you put all of your love and attention in a one artist and you're not listen to nobody else and you're not support nobody else and keep this warring thing going. I like the warring thing sometimes because, you know, that sells too and it breeds publicity and the competition, it sharpen iron, all them good things that come with it as well. Not to destroy anybody in it. We want to see everybody rise and it is ours. So we need to take care of it. So people from outside can respect it and take care of it too. And support it even more because them see how we hold it sacred. But if our outsiders alone support feel it thing, soon we're not going to have it and it won't be ours. You see which part reggae there, right? You see where reggae there, right? I can point out to you right now, the biggest reggae concerts are kept outside of Jamaica. That means that the biggest promoters in reggae music who are get the biggest checks out of reggae are not Jamaicans. Okay. So give away your dancehall the same way how you give away reggae music. Yes, we have good reggae artists, but the world has now learned to copy it to a level where it is accepted worldwide by everybody else as well. Again, the biggest reggae concerts in the world are not kept in Jamaica. Walk with this. They are kept outside. And if we continue to not support our dancehall artists, them, which we claim to love so much, then soon the biggest dancehall artists and the biggest dancehall shows are not going to be in Jamaica either. Which means, remember, I know a promoter put on these, that means I know one Jamaica not gonna be benefiting off of it at top tier level. It is important to support our artists. I remember, I know, Cartel me say all day. So the rivalry with Beenie and Cartel versus who is king and who is not king, me can put that to the side and say, go and support Beenie Man's album. I did not know that Beenie dropped an album. And this morning, me I look through some things and I say, we can see, let's see who we can big up this morning and whatever. And I say, boom, Beenie Man album drop. I'm like, what? With all these heavy names on it, Rick Ross upon it. I'm like, Chanel Muir upon it. How you get an album out with all these big names on it and it's not being promoted, and even if it is promoted, nobody no one go support it. Don't make them take away your things, people. And I don't want to hear no crying after you don't support it and them take it away. I'm going to give you one more example, then we're going to change the topic. It is like our Jamaica. It is like our beaches in Jamaica. When Jamaican people said to me, SouFLo, you have a platform, use your platform, brother, and make the world know how them are doing in Jamaica, taking away all the beaches from us, the people. I always tell them, say, I have a gripe with that. I have a gripe with that. Because when I go to Jamaica and I see how we do our free beaches that we have, never mind the conversation about crocodile round and some of them, and them government invest enough money to clean them up. And still we the people are dirty them up. Regardless if government is not cleaning them up and is not allocating enough funds to take care of the free beaches, are we the people still are dirty up the clean beach them? Are we same one and throw a used condom and dirty baby diaper with doo-doo in them and all kind of something on the same beach them, and then we go complain to outside entities how government wicked, so them take up the whole of the beach them and sell them off the foreigner. And I told my Jamaican people before, I said, I hate to say this to you, but I've come to Jamaica many times and I'm there with my family and I'm not taking my kids to any beach where dirty diaper and used condom and all them something that full up the rotted beach. I would rather go where the tourists them go because those beaches are maintained. So if it turns out that that's how we get clean beaches, because the only clean beaches them were about are the beach them which part private entities have bought them up, so they have vested interest in them to keep them clean, then that's where we're going to go. So Jamaican people, you frig up your own beach them in the same way you can clean up your own beach them. Have some civic pride and clean up your own place. And then we can have our own free beach for ourselves. And probably even all the tourists them are going to come to your free beach because your free beach so clean. It's the same thing with the music principles apply. Don't support your own thing. Somebody else is going to see more value in it than you do. And don't be mad when they start to exploit it for its fullest value and you see them eating big off of it. Me no want bother hear that talk about white people, them know them make a whole lot of money off of reggae music. No, we know. Because you give it away. You never did support it when you did have it. You wasn't supporting it when you did have it. So now your biggest artists, them don't even really perform at home no more. Them stay overseas. Because overseas respect them and support them more than you do. Alright. That may I say. Beenie Man's album is out. It's called Eminence. Go and support his album. Alright. With that said though, moving right along to our next topic. We don't plan for there all morning, We just want to send you off to a good weekend. Let's talk about these prices. And then the last thing we're gonna talk about is the joint stuff that just got signed with Jamaica, US military joining forces. And remember the lady called the other morning and she said, SouFLo, me know so them just kick the people, them bulldoze the people, them house, but I don't have one thing be me ear say, me say one whole heap of bag of US police soldier down there. And remember? Alright. We're gonna talk about that in a minute because apparently what she saw was actually what was taking place. But it gets deeper than that argument right there. Now, I don't know. I'm looking for cheap tickets to go home. I'm always looking for cheap tickets to go home. Me's a cheap person. I have 7 picnic to take care of. So I have to make my dollars them stretch far. I'm not out here pretending to have Vibes Cartel's money because I don't. I'm not on that level financially, and I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not a fake person that fake it to make it and have everybody thinking I'm making a whole bunch of money when I'm not. I am not. I'm a regular person. So when me I want fly, me not looking for first class ticket, me I look for some cheap ticket for each of my yard. What has come about is a thing that's called flight squeeze. When I brought it to the attention of Shakira this morning, she said Spirit would never. That's why I take Spirit picture and make the icon for this conversation. She said Spirit would never. I said, why you say that? She said, remember, say Spirit lockdown, Spirit gone out of business, right? And when Spirit was in operation, they would have never made the tickets at this price. Me hear somebody said the other day, say, oh, no better book on the ticket for now because me, I look for ticket for go Jamaica in December and majority of the ticket them are 2,500 to 3,000 and up for a flight from Jamaica, from Florida to Jamaica. And I'm like, what? From Miami, from Fort Lauderdale, we used to get ticket for like $150, $250 round trip. So when time we reached $3,000. Well, travelers that are trying to get between Jamaica and Florida in the United States, they are now facing airfare exceeding $3,000. This was printed this morning. Sold out flights and limited alternatives as a severe summer squeeze on airline seats take hold. The crunch, particularly acute during July and August timeframe, just made getting to South Florida, normally less than 2 hours by air from Jamaica, a very expensive trip and in some cases near impossible exercise. Florida is a critical gateway for Jamaicans who are traveling for business, education, medical appointments, family obligations, and emergencies, as well as for members of the diaspora who are returning home. You know, go check up on the family and stuff and eat some good food for a week or two and decompress and enjoy the place before we come back in this place, yeah? So, last checked by the Gleaner, shout out to the Gleaner, they found that Jamaican Airlines round trip fares from Montego Bay to Miami, Miami to Montego Bay exceed $3,000 on some August travel dates, with similarly steep prices encountered while searching for flights between Kingston and Miami. On Thursday, American Airlines booking platform was showing that Montego Bay, Miami round-trip fares are $3,744 for travel between August 20th to the 27th. $3,532 from August 21st to the 28th, and US $3,472 for August 22nd to the 29th. The price fell significantly on some later dates, underscoring the premium that is being paid by travelers who need to move during this current high demand period. When I know say December to New Year's time I come up, that are gonna be a next high demand period again. So the prices are going to go down, then they're going to spike again. And if these are the prices that we're working with, I guess some people now going to make it home for the holidays. If you know nothing about Jamaica, you know, so nowhere is nice like Jamaica when it comes to Christmas time and New Year's time. Me not ask nobody, may I tell you this. If you've never experienced Christmas to New Year's in Jamaica, you need to get there. Yeah, man, the rum cake and the sorrel and the festivities and Grand Market night and Boxing Day and all these other kind of things, and you just have to dead it. You have to dead it. Right? Now, when you say I used to spend $350 maximum and now it's doubled. Yeah, and that's on a quick flight that you'll be lucky to get if you book it at some late hours. Mervyn the Point, Jamaica say a cartel cause it. Could be, you know. Could be. Now, the price fell significantly on other days. Southwest fares between Montego Bay and Tampa, they also are seen at approximately $1,000 during a search, with some alternatives involving lengthy layovers. Some of them layover here are for 12 hours. JetBlue flights were repeatedly full on some dates that were checked. veteran travel agent Dave Chin Tung of Go Jamaica Travel confirmed that he too had noticed the significant increase in airfares. Chin Tung was unable to say definitively what had triggered the increase, but he confirmed that prices being encountered by travelers had risen significantly. I think a part of what the problem was there was competition in those waters. See, when Spirit was about, Spirit used to have the price them so low that everybody would be like, I ain't flying with y'all, I'm gonna book with Spirit, right? And then they were forced to lower their prices as well to compete with Spirit. Even if theirs were higher than Spirit prices, it wasn't like exorbitantly higher than Spirit prices. And now that Spirit is out of the game, we have what we have is everybody in it who are all charging a lot. So, an aviation source of Sangster International Airport, Jamaica's busiest international getaway or gateway, said that the problem is being driven by a convergence of strong demand, by insufficient short-term airline capacity, and by changes in the competitive landscape between Jamaica and Florida, which is the latter that I spoke of. Changes in the competitive landscape between Jamaica and Florida. That, a big part of it. American Airlines is operating 2 flights daily between Montego Bay and Miami. And those flights, the source said, have been consistently full, leaving people to have to go look elsewhere. Now, he said, if we have an emergency in Jamaica, we can't get a flight out of Jamaica. And that is the challenge that we're faced with as a country right now, because all flights are booked back and forth. The situation has been compounded by the collapse of the ultra low cost carrier Spirit Airlines. So Shakira was right. Me never read this yet. She was right. Has something to do with Spirit Airlines, which ceased operations in May after filing bankruptcy to protect themselves for a second time last year. Spirit's disappearance removed seats from the Jamaica-Florida market at a time when the remaining carriers had already planned their summer schedules. So when Spirit came out, all of those passengers, all of that demand for Spirit, it shifted, said a aviation source expert. But airlines cannot simply put another aircraft into the market when flights fill up. That's not how it works. Routes, aircraft assignment, crew requirements, schedules, those are generally determined months in advance. So the airlines, because of their forward planning window, usually 6 months or more in advance, would have already done their schedule for summer and into the latter part of this year. And that schedule is set firm. Spirit collapse also removed the low-cost competitor that had helped to exert downward pressure on these fares. Spirit had his customers, and with the model that they operated and the prices, it also helped to keep others in check as well, because they had to compete or everybody would have went to Spirit, right? Well, with Spirit gone, passengers have been pushed onto the remaining airlines at a time when the seats are already limited. And because they see this, that we have an abundance of people trying to get to Jamaica, but only limited seats, jack those prices up. They'll pay because they want to go. If you don't have your money, then move out of the way and let somebody who have more money and can afford it pay. And this is where the market is now. So the Florida market from Montego Bay is now heavily concentrated among individuals, carriers on key routes, with American Airlines serving Miami and JetBlue serving Fort Lauderdale, and Southwest having a strong presence in Orlando. American in Miami, JetBlue, Fort Lauderdale, Southwest Orlando. That's how it's set now for Florida. That leaves passengers with considerably less room to maneuver when flights are full and fares become prohibitively expensive. So, I'm right here between Orlando, Fort Lauderdale. That means, and if I go look a bit further, Miami. That means you already know if you're flying out of Orlando, it's JetBlue, because nobody else now servicing. If you're flying out of Fort Lauderdale, it's going to be, American in Miami, JetBlue in Fort Lauderdale, Southwest in Orlando. I don't know about, yes, actually. But Orlando used to have JetBlue. I don't think that has changed. Anybody who fly out recently out of Orlando can let me know. I'll go look it up later, because JetBlue, me usually jump on still if Spirit not available. I've flown Spirit before, but I've mostly flown American airline and I don't see them in the mix. Interesting. It says American in Miami. Well, maybe because me drive go down to Miami go fly out too. Anyway, that leaves passengers with considerably less room to maneuver. And that's why the prices are the way that they look. And there is another factor that is influencing how quickly additional seats return to Montego Bay: the pace of Jamaica's tourism recovery following Hurricane Melissa. The aviation source said that carriers continue to monitor the number of hotel rooms returning to service before committing significantly additional capacity. Damn, that means that the plane them, when they're planning their routes, they actually look at how many hotel rooms are being booked in Jamaica, and then decide if they want to run that route and how many times they want to run that route per. So when I speak to the airlines, the people are saying, what is room capacity now? That's what they ask. Because our market is a leisure market. Even with Florida's large Jamaica diaspora population, the source said that airlines also have to consider the visitor market and the accommodation available for those passengers. The quicker the hotel rooms we reopen, is the more we will see. We need the hotels to open up. We need the hotels to be fully booked. We need the hotels to start taking in people, because then we can go to the airlines and say, look, this hotel right here, this is a 600 room hotel. It's booked to max capacity. They'll put a flight on that route, and then they'll do 2 times a week, 3 times a week, 2 times a day, however they work out their schedule. But if we can't give them those numbers, they plan off of what we give them, and then they fly less when we have less coming in. Makes sense though. I just never thought of it that way. Then again, this is not my field of expertise, but it gives an understanding for all of us looking in from the outside how this whole thing actually really works. 2 flights per day for JetBlue from MCO SouFLo. Thank you, Nance. I appreciate that, because I know my mom just went down, my auntie just went down, and a JetBlue them did go in, and me dropped them off, picked them up at the airport. So I'm pretty sure JetBlue was still at Orlando. Anyways, it says that the source said airlines had already been approaching the Montego Bay market cautiously because of the reduced hotel inventory when Spirit collapse created another unexpected disruption. Now, this is unlikely to be a quick fix, so nobody look forward to the prices dropping anytime soon. Now, despite full aircrafts and strong demand, the source said that airlines cannot significantly alter their summer schedule at short notice. For right now, they're not going to put in any other within this short term. Their response will take, we will see what happens in winter. The outlook is expected to improve as airlines move into their winter schedule, and they have had more time to respond to the changes of the market. Southwest is expected to increase capacity during this winter period, while Breeze Airways is adding another Florida option with non-stop service between Montego Bay and Tampa in December. Me not lie, me not know nothing about no Breeze airline. Me try fly upon an airline that has been around for a while. I'm scared to fly on new airlines. That's just me. I'm not telling you not to do it. And then there is another airline that I would never fly on again, and they have a green color. I can't remember them name right now, but I was in Jamaica and I had 8 people, 9 persons to my party, or was it 8 or 9? And them charged me $100 for each bag. I had to pay over $1,000 just for bags. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Hey Flo, what's up, man?
What going, family? How you doing?
Hey, nothing much. I was listening and I was gonna call in to mention Breeze, but then you mentioned it right when I was about to call.
Yeah. Is Breeze a good airline? Have you flown with them?
No, but I have a ticket booked for December
What was your price?
and 400, so
What?
800 for me
Return?
and my daughter put together.
For you and your daughter. Return.
Yes, round trip.
What?
Because here's the thing. I actually went ahead and still called because the guy that's the chairman for Breeze, he was the chairman for JetBlue.
Oh.
Right. So he's the type of guy that go in, start airlines, build them up to where they are, and then he leaves.
That's what Nancy's saying here. She said Breeze is basically JetBlue.
Yes, he's the guy that was in charge of JetBlue, and they are looking to buy the routes that Spirit used to run. Yeah, they are so threatening to the point where they're currently in negotiations to get a hub in Atlanta, but Delta dominate Atlanta.
Delta.
Because they're going to be so cheap and reasonable. So, yeah, look out for Breeze, man.
All right. I'm glad you called and said that, though.
All right, respect.
Manners and respect, my brother. So his ticket's already booked. People, let me tell you something. You see, if you never do Jamaica December yet to January yet, I keep telling y'all, you owe it to yourself. That's for the people who tune in, who go to Jamaica different times of the year. My words can't explain. Like, I have videos that I've posted to the channel that did good numbers because I'm driving around in Jamaica in December going into January in a wife beater tank top, whatever you want to call it. I hate using the word wife beater. But you're marina and them kind of something there and shots. And I'm seeing every time I go to a computer, and I'm checking online and I hear people talking about how, we in New York right now, son, it's freezing. And we in Canada right now and it's freezing here. And I'm trying to get to somewhere warm and I'm in Jamaica and I'm just like, me not even have on clothes. And not to mention, like I said before, the vibes is so nice. I don't know if it's because it brings back memories, so it's kind of nostalgic for me. Growing up in Jamaica, going through Grand Market, Christmas morning, carols singing, all these things. I remember, I'm not too believing that the whole, this is Jesus' birthday actually, and no Santa Claus, I slide down no chimney. But I'm all caught up in the festivities that are happening regardless, you know what I'm saying? It's just a festive time to be in Jamaica, man, and I would advise anybody who haven't been home in a while, or those who have never visited Jamaica during that time, make it a point to go to Jamaica during that. I promise you, you won't forget it. Make it a point to go to Jamaica during that time of the year. Try go late December to early January. The last time we were there was for 2 weeks, and we went before Christmas, I think it was, and came in the week after New Year's, right? And it was splendid. And at the longest we'll ever stay before in all the years we've been going there. And I'm trying to do something like that again if Anticutin will reach us first. But I'm trying to see how things go with a bunch of other things that's happening behind the scenes. Just telling my personal business out there. But that's a time of the year that I just want to be in Jamaica that time of the year. I want to be there that time of the year. But like when Larry called in, yeah, big up to Larry, right? Jamaica is the place to be in December for sure. I don't think that was Larry though. Because I think that's another brother who come here, the Jamaican pop out time. So I know Larry that. Larry is actually not Jamaican. Larry is Haitian. But he is with a Jamaican woman, right? All right. Moving right along. I think we're about to explore our final topic for the morning right now. So who are look for cheap tickets out there, please remember, if you find any, come broadcast it over here and let us know. You know, the airline that I'm trying to remember their name, they are green and white. Somebody tell me what, a Frontier. Their name is Frontier. Frontier Airline, I will never fly with you again. And I never booked to fly with Frontier. We got Jamaica, right? And I didn't realize that something on our ticket said that we could be passed to whatever airline is available. I don't know how that ended up happening because I would have never chose that. So I went down on one airline, JetBlue, and then on our way back when we reach, print out your ticket, we're diverted to Frontier. So I said Frontier, I never fly upon no Frontier airline before. I don't know them. But anyway, we are trying to get home. So we show up. I had Missy, Kosi, Jaden, Farr, Nika, Kai, Malani, Wifey, myself. Is 8 away. 8 of us, you know. The people them look at me and say, a 100 now. You know, so one time Shakira, she come back from Jamaica now. We are going to spend about $500 I'm not talk Jamaican dollar now. We have spent about $500 in a overweight, cause she put so much. She pack up half of Jamaica when she come back with all of the roots and all of the ackee and all these kind of things. So get ready for that right there. And then people here charge me $1,000 for bags. On top of that, $1,000 for bags. Yo, Kai was smaller at the time, and Kai had one little knapsack on him back. No, he had a little carry bag that had wheels on it. And he was, you know, the little bag them with the handle will pop out. The lady said to me, say, oh, what's that bag on the child's? That one right there. I said, this little bag right here, me pick it up. She said, yes, that has to be paid for too. I said, how much is it? She said, the same as for yours. I said, this little bag right here? She said, yes. I said, this is the baby bag. It's nothing in it. It's just his little laptop, whatever, his tablet. She goes, well, if it's going on the plane, it's going to have to be paid for. I said, okay, check it then. She said, whether you check it or put it on the plane, it's going to still have to be paid for. She pointed over and said, that one too, after that. Malani's little bag, pan for your back. I said, oh my God, y'all charging me for the baby bags, the two little tiny bag them that could fit anywhere on the plane. They could fit in between our legs. Them can fit under the seat. Them can put in the glove overhead compartment. She said, sir, that's our policy. I want Jamaican youth there, you know. That's why I love my people, you know. Cause I want Jamaican youth there and he's hearing everything. And I see him start look for me like this. And he was like, and him said, bro, come here. Him say, come here, me give you a discount. Me slide. Me don't know where him do and slide something and give me a discount. And to how the woman charge me how much the money, me not even did feel the discount. To me bex. Because if you're paying $1,500, remember you know, me have to pay for overweight already, you know. Plus, you just charge me $1,000 for just the liquor bag them where everybody personal carry-on bag was, you know. So now me did a Frontier, $1,500 in a bag alone. The brother said, John, no, brother. I said, I'll give you a discount. And him do something. I said, me give you a little $200 discount here and the best me can do. And I said, thank you, bro. I said, Frontier? Never again. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, so from I have a question, right?
Yeah,
the
brother.
customer asks a question. Class with us, why you think the prices and rise when they have more customers? Why is that?
They just explained that to us, though, brother. Are you
Tell
never
me.
listen?
Me never listen. Tell me.
Because they have more customers than seats. So they want, they put...
Control.
Well, it's in demand. It would make sense to do that because now if we have more customers than seats, then the people them won't complain so much about paying the high price because if them not pay it, somebody else are going to pay it. The market is telling them that a bag of people are trying to get to a destination. So if them jack up the price, those who have the money to pay it will weed out those who don't have the money to pay it. So I could deal with them first and then see who left later and sift through the less haves after. Yeah, I just business same way.
I know some never listen, but I think we come up with
but
same thing.
That they explained it. They explained it.
Yeah, it's a kind of firm of control the population. Like I said, we don't have seats so much people, but when we raise the price, we have a control of who can come up on the flight, fill the spaces. Makes sense.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So I want to know everything. If we will people get paid over the world at that is a form of control. So. You know what I mean?
It's business, man. It's business.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how business run. Remember this all the time. Business is all about maximizing profits. It's nothing personal. It don't have no emotions to it. It's just business and maximizing profits in any business you're indulging in. So them, once them see the market, that's why, and now we understand better just by going through this. So thanks to the Gleaner for this. Once we understand, say, yo, they even check with our hotels to see how many rooms are booked, and they use that to determine how their flight schedule will be, how many personnel is needed, how much route them are gonna run, and all these things. So that's the
That's
tell.
so cool.
Yeah.
Me here talk about December in Jamaica. I'm not sure you're talking about. I read that part there. And the best Christmas you ever have. Well, I'm not going to wear for America and Jamaica. But what I know about Jamaica, America no comparison to Jamaica in the Christmas season.
Nowhere, bro.
At the best time.
Nowhere.
Because we're there in America, and when Christmas time come up, be snow and I'm staying and I don't get it. But in Jamaica, oh man.
Mister, when I come back, when I come back from Jamaica, Miami, I come through, that time there. And when I reach Miami cold to rotted.
Yeah.
Hot Miami cold, I say a piece of breeze liquid, you see. And I'm like, yo! And I'm coming from Jamaica where we board up with little bit, with a summer wear we have on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when we land, we have to dig in a bag and say, yo, find the big jacket them, car out the door cold, them I tell you what the temperature is when you get outside, So Jamaica nice them time of the year. Not just the weather, but the people, the vibes.
Everything is nice.
Everything that's festive. Yeah.
You know something to tell you?
Yeah.
We go almost every falls, every trail, and every beach in Jamaica and a river.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we travel almost everywhere in Jamaica, man. Just Jamaica, Hope Falls, man, don't exist. Hope a little river, that's go across some little bush here and up a nice river out, there's all a nice little beach. Jamaica enough things that we think, youth. And I mean, you have to check more pictures up on private properties there.
And that's why we have to go explore the island, bro.
Yes, man, up a nice place in Jamaica. Some little falls, we up some little bush, some little water underneath, some little deep water underneath it. Yeah, and up a nice place in Jamaica, man.
Yeah, man.
But the system need to change and the corruption.
Yeah, and them they're not gonna stop no time soon, so we can't make them think they stop we from enjoy the place same way. Cause life short, don't you?
Yo, the land, man. We go to Jamaica still the land. We go there for still now.
Yeah.
The Jamaican, a nice place we have, man. We can't waste it, You know what I mean? And sometimes my wife watch a movie with them, and I'm sure I say, look on them places, what country again, man? I forget the island name. We want to blow up pretty without mountains and coconut trees, But my wife, I said, where we have different from them, the culture, the reggae music, and the way we stay as a people.
Yeah,
I differentiate with. And have the blue water and a pretty thing them like we,
Them don't have the vibes though, bro. They don't have our vibes though.
And the vibe, they don't have
the vibes,
culture. Big up yourself.
Manners and respect, see?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to get into our final topic of the morning. Our vibes is different. Our vibes cannot be duplicated. I see people try it. And I remember that interview that Bob Marley did when they asked him if reggae music could be copied. And Bob said, copy? Well, they want to say, I don't copy do it, It's an authentic feel. That's what Bob said. And I keep wondering, what would he say if he was alive today? Because I've seen reggae music copied to perfection now, to the point where you hear it from overseas and it sounds like authentically Jamaican. But one thing them still can't copy is our authentic vibe. There's a vibe that is in Jamaica that I get nowhere else. And we can't explain it with words. You just have to feel it for yourself. And you say, yeah, that I don't feel this anywhere else. You know what I mean? With that said, we're moving right along. If anybody find any cheap ticket or any outlet that has cheap tickets, let us know, please. It is useful to the platform and members of this platform. All right. The last one we're going to talk about this morning now is, I hope I have it here. It don't look like it's here. So I have to go get it here. All right. Let's see if we can pull this down real quick. I knew I was missing something. So, I'm going to give me 1 second there and go and talk amongst yourself, because the way all me OCD, my thing have to set up properly, else I'm going to lose track. So I got to go back into my editor. I made it. I probably just never transferred it over to be able to use it here this morning. We're going to look and see what I go on. Yeah, but Jamaica, the niceness where they are Jamaica, my friend, in the December period there, you can't not want to go to Jamaica. And if you experience that already, more than likely that's where you want to be every year. Shout out to all the other Caribbean islands. I know they have their own thing going on. As a matter of fact, you know the Jamaica Independence or the Jamaica Day thing they had recently to celebrate Jamaica and Jamaica's independence celebration thing. That was recent. Trinidad and Tobago is having theirs in New York. Remember what I said? I said I can't wait to see other Caribbean islands. I can't wait to see other Caribbean islands do the same thing, right? And I said Trinidad should step out and do it. And it seems like, I don't know, somebody is listening. Because Trinidad is having theirs in New York. It's coming up sometime soon. I'll look it up and show it and tell you when I get to it. Let me try to pull this down real quick. Send. So them said Jamaica has struck a deal with the U.S. military. Jamaica's military is joining up with the U.S. military. Now, this is nothing new that they have done. What should I call it now? Joint operations before. They have done joint operation, joint training before, because I have pictures where I see them fixing stuff together and training together. So they have done joint stuff before. It's not new, but I think that we have now gone on a different level as far as this goes. Now, a lot of Jamaican people are not okay with this, you know. Remember, let me state my disclaimer first. I got it. My disclaimer is this, right? While we go into this topic, because I understand how these things can turn very different in the blink of an eye. Nothing about me is anti-American. I live in the United States of America. Proudly served in the military in the United States of America as well, to defend, fight, and defend this great nation. And when we talk about fight to defend, I'm frontline fighting. That was my occupational skill, or my military occupational skill, MOS 11 Bravo Infantry. All right? So when I speak and I say certain things, yes, I have a love for Jamaica, undying love for Jamaica. That's the land of my birth, and I don't want to come off sounding anti-American either, or to be misconstrued as. But I do believe that I have a right to say certain things if I feel a certain way about certain things, in certain guidelines still. So, with great responsibility and great concern and consideration, I move forward with what I really want to talk about upon this topic here. I woke up to this. It says that Jamaica and the United States have now taken another step towards closer military cooperation. They have now signed an agreement governing the temporary deployment of military personnel in each country for mutually agreed activities. Pay attention to words. They have now signed a new agreement governing the temporary deployment of military personnel in each other's country for mutually agreed activities. Like I said before, they have done this before. They've worked together before. No front page news, no mutual agreement announced, paperwork signed, MOU, Memorandum of Understanding. This is something different. Shout out to the scammer them and the people them who are involved in things where I've been telling you for years that they're coming for you. They're going to be boots on the ground in your face soon, right? Well, this is a part of it. This is a part of it. So if you can think of military personnel, U.S. military personnel conducting joint operations in Jamaica to fight crime, then this is the beginning of it right here. Don't bother feel like say they're coming down there just to run up and down and train and then go. They've taken it one step further now. The agreement is known as a Status of Forces Agreement, or a SOFA, and it is being presented as part of a wider push by both countries, Jamaica and the United States of America, to work more closely against organized crime, drug trafficking, and other security threats in the Caribbean, to include scamming. You know, pay attention now. Remember how long SouFLo they are telling us about this and telling us that this is coming? Remember when I told you that? Go and look. Go. That's why I love doing YouTube. I swear. I love YouTube. Just type in where I said go after their mothers. Type that in and you'll see SouFLoTV. This is the US that came up with their version of how to counter Jamaican scammers and scamming, among other things. Cocaine is now big business in Jamaica's waters and on Jamaica's land, as you can tell. So the drug trade is ramped up. Criminal organizations are taking a foothold in Jamaica, and money laundering their monies. And you're talking about the scamming thing as well, where largely American citizens are affected by this, right? So somebody can stay in Jamaica and get rich by fleecing multiple Jamaican citizens. They're boots on the ground now. A part of their plan was, or is, to go after your mama. Remember me telling you this? To go after your... Because I told you that because this is what they printed. I didn't make it up. It wasn't my words. It was me reading to you from one of their meetings that were made public what they plan to do in the future. The future is here. They plan to go after your mama. It said go after their mothers. And then later in the article, it said go after their brothers and sisters, aunties and uncles, your granny. Anybody in your family or who's associated with you, because they fully understand that once you chop that piece of money there, you might not keep it in your name. Because you know the eyes upon you. So you might have built up a house and put the house in a mommy name. Well, if they come for you, you might have U.S. forces kicking your doors in alongside your Jamaican forces. And if they come for you, and when they do come for you, they're going to make sure that your mama can prove that she has accumulated enough income over the years to be able to afford these cars, this house, and all the other things that are put in her name. And that will go for any other family member that you put it in a for them name for. And they are coming to confiscate and take back these things. So build up the nice house. If you can't prove how you get the nice house, them are going to seize the nice house. I don't know what them are going to do with it. Turn it in an Airbnb. I don't know. Liquidate the assets and then give the money back to Americans who got fleeced in your scams, etc., etc. I've been telling us that this will happen. So now here's the joint operation, and they have signed new documents, and according to the joint media release that was issued, remember, let me tell you now again what the purpose of it is. It is called a SOFA, which is a Status of Forces Agreement, and it is being presented as part of a wider push by both Jamaica and other countries. I don't remember when time we murder rate did high in Rotted, and you know, a whole heap of crime and violence, and people are saying, no man, Andrew, them need help, them need outside help. A lot of you kept saying, go to the United States of America, tell them to send in some troops, ask them to help us. And I said to you, be very careful what you're asking for. Foreign troops operating in, conducting operations on Jamaican soil. One of the most frightening things is to have your door kicked in and you hear a different accent or language being spoken. How I know? Because I served in the military as an infantry soldier. And overseas, I kicked doors in, and I don't sound like the people whose doors I kicked in. And I saw the fright on their faces when we entered into their living spaces and up and down the streets that they traverse on a daily basis, right? Now, this is thinking wider. It is a concerted effort, a wider push by both of these nations to work more closely against organized crime, drug trafficking, and other security threats in the Caribbean. And I promise you to include scamming. And according to the joint media release that was issued by Jamaica and the United States government on Thursday, this agreement covers activities including military training, pay attention, including military training, including joint operations. So you see, military training, remember me tell you, say, no, train, never come train alone. Joint operations. That means we're going to be doing it together. Joint operations and, of course, disaster response. Jamaica is now among more than 120 countries that have similar agreements with the United States of America. This is the US locking down different territories, right? And expanding its brand. And like they said, expanding its influence and its power as well over these places. Now, the signing came just days after the United States Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, met with Jamaica Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of National Security and Peace, Dr. Horace Chang, who is also our Deputy Prime Minister, Horace Chang, during the American Counter-Cartel Coalition Forum in Panama on August 12th. Today is the 21st. They had a meeting in Panama on the 12th. Chang was there. He met with Hegseth. At that meeting, Hegseth publicly thanked Jamaica for working with the U.S. on what he described as new military partnership aimed at narco-terrorism or terrorists who are moving through the Caribbean. He said, yes, we have meetings. Yes, we will coordinate. But ultimately, this is about the operations that we can conduct together, jointly to protect individual sovereignty and the entirety of the hemisphere. All right. Me no need to read no more into what this is about and what this is for you. I think that right there, and I don't want to murky the waters and confuse anybody else. All right. For Jamaica, the arrangement builds on a relationship that is already extensive. It says that remark provided important context into this new agreement. I give this to you so you understand what this SOFA is about. This announcement comes as the United States pushes countries in the region to move beyond just discussions and to now finally move towards joint action operations against these drug trafficking organizations and other criminal elements, both there overseas and here. Hegseth said that the forum was intended to be operational, with participating countries working together on activities that could protect their territories and the wider hemisphere. For Jamaica, that arrangement builds on a relationship that is already extensive, and it says that the Jamaica and the US government said that their armed forces have worked together for decades through joint military exercises, professional exchanges, humanitarian operations, and disaster response activities. This is kicking it up a notch. That relationship has also been receiving renewed attention this year. In February, Jamaica's Chief of Defense Staff, Vice Admiral Antoinette Wemyss Gorman, she joined defense chiefs from 34 other countries at the first Western Hemisphere Chiefs of Defense Conference in Washington, D.C., where regional security cooperation was a major focus. Now, beyond the battle against organized crime, this agreement also opens the door to deeper Jamaica-U.S. cooperation on regional security and responding to disasters. This SOFA agreement here, this is a message to the criminal organizations in the region that the United States Armed Forces and JDF are committed to deepening and expanding their cooperation, including in the efforts to fight criminal organizations and narco-terrorists who traffic guns and drugs and people. Both governments have said in their joint statement. Look here, this is also to get China out of Jamaica. So, China already put their message out where China said, you know, they will do things to protect their interest, their vested interest in Jamaica. They've been working with Jamaica for a long time. Them and Jamaica have a fruitful, productive relationship business-wise, and they intend to keep it that way. That was the message that was put out by the Chinese leaders. They also said, now you have American troops on the ground in Jamaica, and they're telling you they're not there to just train. Pay attention. China said, we will do what is necessary to protect our interests. Pay attention. We will do what is necessary to protect our interests. America said, okay, we're putting boots on the ground in Jamaica. Where your interests at? So we are going to govern the security. Remember the other video I just did the other day where I talked to you about the undersea cables, and these undersea cables control the transfer of information. Okay. Now, I don't even want to get any more into this article. I wish to end the live here this morning, but I want to know, say, I'll put it like this. It comes a time when you either, it's like you can't stay neutral. You can't stay neutral. You have to go like pick a side. Yeah. Now let me tell you this. I live in the United States of America. All my children were born in the United States of America. The money I spend is American dollars and cents. So I don't want nobody draw me out and talk about pick a side and we know which side you pick and whatever. Whatever is happening or is going to happen between the US and Jamaican forces, because this is something that is beyond our control, right? Right. So you have to know how to play a game skillfully or you end up being collateral damage. Pay attention and read between my lines, right? So for us who are Jamaicans living in the United States of America, we don't have nothing to say. We don't have nothing to say. I'm going to say it again. We don't have nothing to say. We hope that the relationship builds into something fruitful where both nations can benefit from this relationship. And that's all we have to say. But don't talk to my Jamaican people them already and tell them what did I come down the pipeline. And some of them do want to listen and some they want to listen. And some never ready and some ready. But when it go down, I saw it go. Alright? So, me not in no criminality and nothing like that. And I don't intend to be. So, me not have nothing to hide neither. And I'm right here. And as a member of the U.S. Armed Forces, as well as myself, me just go watch this unfold. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yeah, remember, it comes back to the shield of the America.
Yes.
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 I hope you read it up. I don't know if you get a chance.
Yeah. But this is it.
Okay.
This is it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but
All
remember
right, see you
when. All right, big up yourself.
Sunday. Bye-bye.
All right, later. Irie FM Sunday, not true?
Yeah,
All
exactly.
Right.
You know the thing.
All right. So now remember when the sister called in the other morning and she says, SouFLo, I see one bag of US soldier down here. Pan ground, me I wonder what go on. Don't wonder no further. This a go on. This a go on. Their boots on the ground. Their boots on the ground. Now, I want you to think of how long China has operated in Jamaica without America taking this extra step right here. Yes, they've always been with us and they had joint training missions and exercises and all these other things. I know people that work on bases here, even though I'm not on base. And I have access to bases. I have my military ID. I can still access any base I want to, right? I can go. Some people say, why don't you go there and shop and do your grocery shopping there? Me even forget that I can do that. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yeah, morning, Flo. Me just a drop a one sound for you.
Yeah,
yo, me in a St. Anne, you know. Over by this. Yo, me I tell you, from Wadia, from like, both, you see, since you talk about the girl, them they come down and get the girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, you. No, me can't really tell you if them all American, but me I tell you, two type of white people all of a sudden pop up on the road. And they mostly in group of like men, you know what I'm saying? But you know, me there America, me know the military one them, but some of them under the style of disaster relief, yeah, them take over all the Kingdom Hall. And it's between Israeli and American down here. No, like the military man them, because them not there with some of them not there with no girl, and you know them have them beat every something on them back and all that. And that's just the one them out of uniform. I don't know what go on operation wise, but all of a sudden is a flood of white men all over the place. Yeah. And the same thing you are talking, I tell my brethren them where I talk. Say, yo, them there, you know, from once them grab that girl left to the million, you know. Them there, somewhere.
But them did that before that, you know, bro.
From that, yeah,
them did that before that.
That's what. Active, them active now.
Yeah.
Active.
Yeah.
Because since that girl they get old, the amount of man will all of a sudden get snatched up.
All right.
Bless up yourself.
Manners and respect, bro.
Give us time.
Saying. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yeah, man, SouFLo. Happy ending, boss, you know?
Manners and respect, bro. Go on.
We're switching from backwards to happy ending.
Jerome, me see your thing. Me put it on front page. Talk to me, brother.
Quick 3 seconds. A lot of people might have think say Trump or whatever with this Jamaica thing. And about Trump, because you remember Biden did warn Jamaica about the China thing before. They stop deal with them. So this is bound to happen. Yeah, so not just Trump, but just America first.
Say that again. What you say?
It's not about Trump or America first.
It's not about Trump, it's America first.
It's America first, yeah. Because Biden did warn them too. Jamaica and Jewelries too. About the China.
Nah, bro. It's about Trump and his organization, because Biden did say something, but they never made these kind of moves. Other governments before Biden did say something. Why you think Obama ended up down there? You think Obama did just come? See, my people always depend the party and bullshit something and not pay attention. Y'all think, you think President Obama just came to Jamaica when he came there just to come see Bob Marley Museum?
No.
Okay, so this has been going on for the longest, where America has had vested interest in Jamaica because of how deep China has dug itself in to Jamaica and how much more powerful they are becoming in that region. Remember, I tell us that Jamaica is the pretty girl where everybody wants a piece of. Everybody wants to take her out to the dance. Everybody wants to put money in her pockets. Everybody wants her on their arm. This is not no joke thing. You understand? Because she is that, she lick about she talawa in her real life for real. She is that much influential. She is that much strategically placed geographically, where so much is happening around her. More than half of her citizens don't even know the half of what that island is involved in. You see what I'm saying? So with all these big parties flying in, brother, me been not telling us all of the stuff that even the guy that just called and was talking about, the people that walk up and down and you see them in places. For the people who tune in here, how long have I been saying that to you? I use my own expertise, and I look, my own military expertise, my own time in service, my own experience. When I go to Jamaica, I see, and I see certain things in certain places and certain people in certain places, and I could tell certain people apart because of where I've been and things I've done. And when I come back and I share certain things, everybody brush it to the side, because, I mean, really and truly is nothing we can control. And I'm not trying to scare anybody, because I'm not saying anything sinister is happening either. And I don't want nobody to twist my words and say anything sinister is happening. I can say outright, because they have said outright their purpose there. And one of their biggest purpose there is to dumb down and eventually get rid of China altogether in that region. China should do small business, and their influence and power should stand out. Basically, have China and the manners in a Jamaica and make them know, say, you playing in my yard. So when I say go home, you are going to go home. You understand? And a data go on.
Yeah,
That's
man,
it.
them too close, you know.
Yeah. So
That them control the port, you don't know what they are Jamaica right now.
exactly. And I said that too before. When I found out that Mexico controlled Jamaica airport
Port and China control the port.
and China controlled the
wharf.
seaport, the wharf,
Yeah.
I was like, so when the plane
Yeah.
them did a land now,
At that time when in Jamaica do that,
all right.
Biden then they send the messages, say, yo, what you do?
So remember when time the plane did crash on Skilly make the song, when Skilly Bang make the song, the plane done land with the coke and them couldn't find the man
Yep.
them where. And I said, yo,
Yeah.
this is just to tell you that many of those planes passed through already. Drop off them, wait and take off. And one of them just crashed and it exposed everything else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and mind you know, up to this day, them not catch the people them, and the people them escape on foot. And the only description they have from the locals is them look like some Spanish man, but them did in a plain uniform, like pilot uniforms. And somebody picked them up a road and them flash out I seen and never to be seen or heard from again.
So me tell people, you're a military man. Me always, from that happen, me been telling people, say, yo, don't be surprised. You never know. China could have them army at Jamaica. You don't know.
You don't know. You don't know. Strategically placing themselves there. And I'm not saying nothing for anybody to get paranoid, but China has had free reign in Jamaica for quite some time. I don't think China has a track record of dealing with its friends, so to speak, in a manner where their friends get hurt. Nothing in China's history shows that. So if we're going to go off of certain things where certain people have done, you know what I mean? I want to read between the lines again. China doesn't have a history of hurting the people who they do business with. China has a mutually benefiting history. Like they'll come in, they'll dig deep in where they're allowed, and they'll make money out of it, but so do you. Now, who is exploiting who though? At the end of the day,
Yeah.
could China be exploiting Jamaica? And why would the United States of America be so concerned if Jamaica is getting exploited in business with China? Are they going to do more fairer business where Jamaicans benefit better? Or are they seeking their own interests out of a deal as well?
But so far, you have to be careful with the creepy thing, you know. Because them might get closer and closer. The day when them strike, if them want to strike, will be a problem. So that's what America try to prevent.
Will the day when who strike? And strike
If them
where?
want to strike, like China.
And if China strike and want to strike where?
Like from Jamaica and stuff like that, you know.
No, you mean from Jamaica to strike the U.S.?
Yeah.
Of course. But
That's what they might worry about.
Yeah, absolutely. And they said that. And our people need to understand that. They classified China's presence there that now it has become a matter of national emergency.
Yeah.
A national security, rather. Not emergency, but a national security issue. And anytime you hear them use national security, you don't know what the rest of that are going to come down to be.
Well, remember, America do the same thing, so they know those tactics. You know what I mean? So, you understand it. Despite the good work that China do in Jamaica, me and America and Jamaica first. So,
yeah. So China
said, live in America.
Exactly. But China said, listen, we do business with Jamaica and we don't want you in our business with Jamaica. Just like how you do business with Jamaica and we're not concerned about your business with Jamaica. Whatever you got going on with Jamaica, USA, that's a fool of business. China don't want to be a part of it. We don't care. But we don't want you in ours either. Give us the same respect. That's basically the message that came. But I want the people them to go outside the box and to realize that there is a war that's being fought on your soil right in front of you. And covert operations happen behind the scenes where you can't really spell out what's going on. You know what I mean? So the fight for dominance, the fight for power over a region is fully active right now. Fully active right now. And war ain't fought no more like how you think it is. So don't expect to see China roll out a tank in Jamaica and the US roll out a tank and them start shoot against each other pan Jamaican style. It's gonna be a whole different kind of war, friend.
Yeah, man.
All right, sir.
Bless up, man.
Manners and
You're up on the
respect, see?
on the roof there I work and listening, you know?
Jano,
Yeah, man.
big up yourself, my brother. Manners and respect, see?
Alright.
All right. All right. Big up the hardworking people them out there, boy. I do some roofing one time. My God. You know, sir, early exposure to work. I think everybody should let their children get a job early because it will light a fire under your ass. Because, boy, one time me did a work at certain places, me did know already say, me now work here so one time me grow big. Cause imagine doing this as a grown person and you have to do this all day and every day of the week to support your family. Me do a roofing job one time. Me say, my God. Me come home full of shingles. Shingles in my skin everywhere is just itching and burning. Then it hot as rotted on the rooftop there. And all kind of something. So big up yourself, brother. Now, Jerome. We're going to address Jerome before we get out of here this morning. Jerome said, Flo, if you don't answer my question, I'm not just skipping class. Me a skull school for a week. What do you think about Google doctors or YouTube doctors? You tell them your problems, your pain, and then they ask ChatGPT your opinion. Before we answer Jerome's question, I'm going to change the screen. But let me finish off this US Jamaica military joint efforts, New Deal, right there. So let me say this. A lot of half American, half Jamaican babies are going to be popping up all over the place again. Because you know, we have a whole heap of flighty woman in Jamaica, and they're going to see a possibility for green card, citizenship overseas, or resources. You know, you have a military daddy for your children. He's US military. More tell the woman them say, if one of them come down there and breed you, see, you'll be all right, because they will surely put him on child support up here. They will surely put him on child support up here. And the US military does not play. Anywhere that soldier have children, if you get in touch with the military and they test and that is your child, he will be made to pay for that child. So when you go and run on the front, when you run it any other way upon some waste people anyway and end up with picnic when nobody no come back, come take care of. All you have a little mixed race baby. I say I never see so much little mixed race baby in my life than the last time I go to Jamaica. I say all Chinese picnic. Some little young little black girls in some community with our little half Chinese baby, and I say, yo, Mr. Chin breed one and gone. Yeah, because he's nowhere around. So yeah, if you have a fling it past some of the military, remember them. You never know. Alright. With that said, I'm gonna change this right here. But this should end up being something good though. Alright. It's not, everything is not cynical and bad and all these. Now let's get back to the beautiful beach of Jamaica. Let me give you this view while we talk about Jerome question. Jerome question again says, Flo, if you don't answer my question, I'm not just skipping class. I'm not just skipping class. Yeah. Yep, child support loves soldiers, says Carissa Smith, because the military will make your ass pay. You will be the last person to touch your paycheck. But just I put my Jamaican sisters them on. Because a whole heap of them say, you know, them now have no picnic because the man them stay a certain way and Jamaican courts don't enforce child support, and then money will walk out by you and left you for raise picnic by yourself. And me not do it because you see your life expensive. Me I try to tell yourself, if you breathe for one of them paternity tests say yes it is that GI's own. May I tell you, the US military does not play when it comes to those responsibilities. He will be the last person to touch his check. While I'm saying that, I'm saying to the US soldiers who are going to be there in Jamaica, just remember that Jamaican women are different. That's all I'm going to leave you with. They different. They spicy. It's nice, but they different. All right? All right, Flo, if you don't answer my question, I'm not just skipping class. Me a skull school for a week. What do you think about Google doctors or YouTube doctors who tell you You tell them your problems and your pain, and then they ask ChatGPT, ChatGPT, their opinion. You know, Jerome, you always come up with these weird ass questions that I find super entertaining as well. Hold on there. Some of them comment here are run. I'm gonna answer Jerome's question. A true 15-year-old man with me, other youth full of bed for a trucker son with shovel. And it took 6 men a whole day to unload. After that, go in your book, Marvin. Shovel sand for 1 day, you said this can't be it. Your hand them can up your back a hot your leg a cramp all under your seat bag, you get cramp in a places you never know, all your body jaw cramp up. You're like, yeah, I can't do this. I gotta study my book, them and make sure. Jerome, listen. A lot of the people them on social media are not actual doctors. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Good morning, family.
Hey, how are you? Good morning. Good morning, family.
You're always low and we can't hear you and talk to it. Talk up.
Hi, Shakira.
Shakira,
SouFLo, since you say that the American soldiers, the Jamaican, what are you saying again?
we have to answer
The
Jerome
Jamaican
now, so
woman?
I'll leave him comment on the screen. What you said? What I said about
What did you say
I said
about the American? Yeah.
I said there are a lot of Jamaican women who said them not having. Remember, we're having a shortage right now, replenishing our population. When the woman them decided they're not getting pregnant because a lot of the men are not worthy, and they don't want to be left alone, and the healthcare system is messed up, and all these things. I said, when you have a lot of GIs in places, a lot of American soldiers in places, usually pum pum run very hard too, because I've been there, I know it. Right? Now, for some
So
reason,
let me ask you a question.
yeah, them just dash out power any which part we go when we
I want to ask you a follow-up question to that.
Ask me.
That's why I ask you. Would those babies be American babies?
Those babies would be Jamaican babies because they were born in Jamaica. But those babies, being that one of their parents is an American, those babies would find it easy to become American citizens.
Oh, God.
You see what I'm saying? Those babies would find it super easy, because especially for the fact that everything about them would be expedited.
Uh-oh.
Say it took me 1 month to get my citizenship.
Wow. The Jamaican women are going to have fun.
1 month, 4 weeks.
Wow, we're going to have some American babies.
Okay. So that's why
Dr.
I'm putting them on to game.
Christopher Tufton don't have to worry again.
I'm putting them on to game. And the other thing I told them is, if the man just want to do some niceness with you, want to feel up your good, and him run left you with a picnic, then all you have to do is get in contact with the U.S. military, especially now that they will have headquarters in Jamaica, or they will have boots on the ground.
That's how I love you, That's how I love you, Stop educate your people.
Because we have to benefit, that's true.
I love you.
We have to
Big up
benefit.
yourself, Shakira.
Manners and respect,
So
family.
educate us. Have a nice weekend,
Big up yourself, all right?
Okay,
all right. Yeah, go find out and make them know. And I tell you, once the DNA they run and that said that is his, yeah, then you don't know, say, him last I see him paycheck because you first I see your piece out tight. So either way you take it, we have a benefit too. That's how the thing go. But again, I'm loving the connection though, the mutual connection, because it could only work out in my favor. I don't know. Anyway, Jerome, half of them people here who are pretending to be doctors on YouTube and other social media, Instagram and whatnot, they have no qualifications to be that. It's a way of making money, just like everything else. Financial advisors who are actually broke, and them take picture in front of people's car and in rented houses and Airbnbs and show you all the stuff that they've gotten from the last couple of stocks they played, and you pay $29.99 to their class where they will teach you firsthand how they made $1 million last year. And the same thing, it's just all chop-ins. So half of them is not that. Now for the others who are actually truly that, y'all remember, Charlotte is going live and Charla's channel link is pinned at the top of my comment section. All right. I'm going to get off in 5 minutes to get everybody some time to go over to Charla's Law, where her and another attorney will be doing a question answer, and they will be answering all your immigration questions. So go Google and look up some immigration questions for them. Or your family and friends have immigration problems, ask them questions there and see how them answer them. All right. Now, for the others who are truly qualified to be in these positions as doctors on social media, and them make an extra money online on the side, right? Them asks, it is good to check, but they usually do check anyways. Each one of these professions, medical professions, they have books that they go into. And some of these books are peer-reviewed, this, that, and the other are online. So you can't trust yourself all the time to remember everything all the time. So sometimes they just ask that stuff just to refresh their memory and to confirm that what they were about to say is true versus maybe me not remember it too right. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I don't remember it too right. Even in occupational therapy, I do that. I go back and check just to make sure you're about to apply the right treatment. I don't say, it's not say I don't know it. I know it. I've applied it before. But you're dealing with so many different things that sometimes, you ever wake up one day and something that you do all the time, today you just forget how to do it. I've had that with my computers. Like one of my computer, because them all have password. I sit down here for 5 minutes, can't remember the password for one of the computers. And then I said to myself, you know what, let me just work off of one computer, and I'm doing it. And then boom, the password just popping on my mind. So I go over here and open the next computer. And now I work on two of them. It's kind of like that. All right, Jerome? I kind of like that. But if me ever go one doctor though, and the doctor asks ChatGPT, ChatGPT what happened to me? I cut. I'm not staying there. I'm leaving. If I ever hear a doctor ask ChatGPT what happened to me and symptoms and whatever, I'm leaving. You can go into a medical journal. You can go into a peer-reviewed site or something like that. That means other doctors in that line of expertise have done extensive studies that have been verified by highly credible individuals, and they have compiled this information in one place. If I not this you go, and you go chat GPT or Google my thing, I'm out of there. And I'm telling everybody to do the same thing. If your doctor your physician ever chat GPT you, don't go back there. Do not go back there. Because anybody can put anything in a chat GPT. All right? With that said, manners and respect to everybody tuning in this morning. When I want Jerome to skip class for a whole week. All right? Live on the air with SouFlo. Morning.
SouFlo, my brother.
Yeah, brother. We're forward over Charla. No.
Yeah, man. Go over there, man.
Okay.
Something real quick. Boy. When I did the woman came a while about the blood skirt, so she have one, I think she have I got it.
Come on, good for a sister them, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You talk about tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. You see it? Yes, man.
Anyway, as it relates to the chat GPT doctor now, okay? How do we okay as in chat GPT everything else? But if it has chat GPT, something about the health is a problem. Mind you, I'm not supportive, but I'm just a bit of argument.
But you
said you wouldn't go to a doctor where you ask chat GPT. So one to SouFlo, at least for what SouFlo telling them. But SouFlo, okay, asking chat GPT any other question.
Me not use chat GPT, bro. I am a scholar. I went to school. So me can tell people about peer-reviewed sites. Me not tell them about no chat GPT and them something there and just ask Google. Because even when I find stuff on Google, I go and verify the info somewhere else that is more credible. Because anybody can post anything on Google. So that's why I'm always telling us, make sure when you find info, don't just check the info, check the source from which the info came also. Vet them too, to make sure that is a credible source as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so no matter chat GPT,
argument on that still, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
But anyway, I'm out there. I'll be over Charlotte block.
All right, my brother. Manners and respect.
But
See
that's
it?
respect.
See it. And on that note, we're going to cut and give you a couple of minutes to go grab your refreshments and do all these kind of things. And we will see you over at Charlotte's Law. I will be over there with my question as well. I want to call you now. Charlotte, do you have a number set up for people to call in? You must have a number set up for people to call in. Or are you going to put it on the... I just a video on this, she said. Charlotte said she just did a video on this as well. All right. So we're going to see you over there shortly. Listen, have a wonderful weekend for those of you who are cut from Yassa. All right. Surround yourself with people you love. May I laugh because of what I just said to my Jamaican sisters them. Because I don't want nobody just come run through, man. I don't want Jamaica reputation. You know, I'm sensitive. I don't want Jamaica reputation to be like, yo, that country full of hoes, son. We just like running through them. Please make it be more than that. Please, please. As a service member, we've been to places where we like bulldoze the place and we laugh after the place after we left. Don't make them do no like that. Here? All right. And that be a talk about. That's my intention. So have a wonderful weekend. They can ask questions in the chat. Okay, so she said we can ask questions in the chat. Got it, Charlotte. Have a wonderful weekend. Surround yourself with people that love you and people who you love. If you don't have that, it's okay to be by yourself. Learn to love yourself first. Self-love is the best love. If you don't have that, you can never possibly love anybody else. Please believe me when I tell you that is real. All right? My grandmother, Miss Ruby, said, be good. If you can't be good, be careful, but it's best to be good. And my grandfather, Mas Cleavy, said, I will see you tomorrow if God spare life. God in all things. And remember, say, you are no God. No matter how you try to tell yourself about you're God and you don't need a God, you are no God. All right? If you get spared, make it to tomorrow. We will see you then. Over Charlotte, we'll go soon. I'm out. Have a wonderful weekend. Peace.